Good morning, everybody. We're hot mic now. Welcome to PSI HOPE2 Day 2. Woohoo! Let me remember to fade my music. Yeah, Day 3. Woo! I'm tired.
I have to call out for tomorrow.
I gotta say, Team Sci Hope is better than coffee this morning.
Oh.
Oh wow, that's quite the compliment.
Jesus.
I haven't even had my coffee yet.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Right? You're better than coffee. Oh
man.
No, I mean I'm
Them's loving words.
If you tell me that I'm better than coffee, I'm gonna have to buy you a ring.
Okay, all right.
Like, I live in your basement now, and you can't.
I'm single and I'm available.
Well, as you can see, morale is
Ain't
high.
that a coincidence? So am I.
I'd like to welcome everybody back. And let's take a second to explain the format, what's going on.
Yes, please. Take it away, Negatron.
Yeah, today's program, since the first three of us have already finished Dark Souls 1 yesterday, coming in first place was... This is your cue.
Who could it be? Capital.
All right, good job. Coming in second was Blood. No, coming in first was Blood Moon 453, who missed his cue. Say hi, Blood Moon.
That's me.
There we go. All right, coming in second was none other than our fine pally, Mr. Galley.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, and he's right there in poking range. I love it.
Hi.
Doot. There we go. And then myself coming in third place, bronze medal in this ish.
Hey, you guys were even in order on the right.
Yeah, look at that. That kind of worked out.
Not intentional.
Yeah. And we have our remaining competitors going for heading for the credits of Dark Souls 1. Our Perry Queen Lucy, say good morning, hello, or good afternoon, or whatever. Perry Queen, where are you at in Dark Souls?
I am at the DLC against Artorias. Is that his name? Artorias?
Yeah, Artorias.
Yeah, you got it.
Artorias.
Yeah.
First try.
I'm stuck on him just now. My controller played up a bit yesterday, but I've got a new controller and I'm ready to kick his ass today.
That's the spirit.
Yes.
May the Dark Souls gods grant you that early Vic. All right, and so what's left then after that, Lucy? What that means? What, Manus, Calamite, and Gwyn?
Yep.
All right, 1, 2, 3. That's how it'll be. And then right under Perry Queen's screen, middle left this time, is Captain Sekatai. Say good morning.
Good morning, and how's it going, folks? Well, welcome to day 3.
Yeah.
Welcome to day 3.
What are you working on in Dark Souls then?
I'm working on hopefully not getting my booty butt cheeks ripped apart by the 4 kings. And then I think you guys said I fight Gwyn after.
Yeah. Then Sekatai here is our first timer through the back half of the game. In previous attempts at Dark Souls, had only made it as far as Sens, and is now on the verge of rolling the credits on base game.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And then
That's pretty crazy. That's a huge improvement.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he got here in 2 days.
Yeah, easy.
That's
That's what's blowing my mind. Yeah, you're a first timer. I'm here struggling.
I mean, if things were to go like extremely well, like you could have this wrapped up within an hour, like if you managed to first try both of these bosses. But that's no pressure, no rush. You got the whole day to get them
Highly
credits
doubt
rolled.
that'll happen.
bro.
Just understand
Highly doubt that'll happen.
that you are
I
doomed
believe
to
in you,
basically 2
Captain.
boss fights for the entirety of your remainder of the experience.
And
I mean,
right
I hope
after-
that I do finish it quickly, because then I'll be going into, in chat, this is just so that y'all know, hopefully I'll finish it quickly so that I can go into some Elden Ring. We gotta
Yeah.
revisit some of the pain game, you know what I'm
We're
saying?
looking to show every From Software game ever made.
Well, I mean, we'll have to leave out the Armored Core series and some of the other titles, but all the Soulsborne's
those
getting
matter.
run.
Is Code Vein a From Software game?
No.
I honestly don't know. I only know Dark Souls.
I'm
If
the-
you keep
that's
trying,
just not
I'll
Dark
be
Souls.
going on to Demon Souls as well. So.
Oh,
There
okay,
you
yeah,
go.
there
See,
we go.
we got Demon Souls on dock. We got Elden Ring on dock, and if Blood Moon beats
It is not Namco? Okay.
whatever
Dark Souls
whatever
2.
that game
Dark
is.
Souls 2.
The one I don't acknowledge.
The best game in the series? No,
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the one I don't acknowledge.
Elden Ring 0.
then- He's talking about hitting Dark Souls 3, and we're already hitting Bloodborne, so it's gonna be.
Oh,
fun.
I
it'll
will
be-
hit Dark Souls
it'll
3
be the
today.
whole-
I promise you
That's
that.
the spirit. But last and certainly not least, our competitor with the tightest time constraint in getting this done. So, relatively speaking, he's only a day and a half into this,
That's fair, I guess.
where everybody else has had enough time because he's had to depart the last 4-hour segment of each day so far. Tapport, say good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I'm in, I think it's called Demon Ruins. I'm getting absolutely smacked by Demon Fire Sage. But that was late yesterday. I'm coming in fresh now. We're going to knock it out, and we're going to beat this game within 4 hours.
Yeah, and Tapport here has definitely got the
Like
most
that comment.
technical build of any of the runners who went through. You
I'm
wanna?
going to have to go back and check the VOD and see how long it was before I fought my first boss. in
It
this
was
run.
considered Taco might remember, or at
It
least
was
have
about 3.5 hours.
yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Uh,
Much on you, Rogers.
and yeah, so he's gone full like glass cannon build to where like you can't
Very.
take any hits really, but you can kill a boss in 3 strokes.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
I
dope.
think Orenstein and Small took 4 hits each.
Dang,
Wow.
that's like whoa.
How
4 hits each and only 30 attempts.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
no big
it
deal.
takes
So
takes
this
a
is
while
do
to get
you
all
even
4
lift,
swings.
Bro kind of scenario.
Yeah, I skipped
Correct.
leg day. This is the skip leg day build.
For sure. And yeah, well
Legs
that's
unnecessary.
and also in the meantime, me and Galleon here are going to be racing Bloodborne. We got as far as Blood-Starved Beast yesterday. Galleon doing the straightforward, pressing his way through the game, and me struggling and mostly failing at doing the sewer skip and Old Yarnum skip. But it all ended up to where we basically encountered Blood-Starved Beast at almost the same time anyway.
I'm still not through Bloodstarved Beast, and I'm actually gonna have to run around the area for as long as possible to farm, because I'm a little too weak.
I think it was 34 boobs, or was it 33? Might have to consult the VOD. I know it was at least 33, because I remember the alliteration. But yeah, it was a little bit funny. We got I finally managed to skip, and it was almost time to quit, and I was like, all right, I got enough time to try Bloodstarved Beast once. I only had 2 blood vials, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna summon Alfred. And went there and got in there and got lucky. It was the double KO, but it counted. Bloodstarved Beast killed me the poison took me out after I killed Bloodstarved Beast. But anyway, without further ado, if oh wait, shame on me. I would like to
Yeah, you should
also
probably get your game started.
well, I mean, besides that, that wouldn't be fine. I'm on PS5. No,
Wow. Wow.
The shade.
Flex.
Wow.
no, I want to introduce our moderator team, of course. Our primary
Yes, please,
moderators,
yes, please.
Mirage's
heroes.
Hot Date in chat, and Commander Jupe. Commander Jupe is a streamer. I highly recommend you get on over there and check out her content. Mirage's Hot Date does not stream themselves, but they are a good pal, and they're doing their best, and Commander Jupe is doing her best to get all this did for us. Did that shout out work?
Totally not.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. Shout out to the mods.
Maybe I
Don't
double
even have
spaced it.
to distract them while
I
we're
think
doing
he
this.
meant.
Oh,
I
we
think he meant
clashed.
Yeah.
Oh, both mod shoutouts. Boops did Mirage, I did Commander, and they snapped each other out.
They're like, nah.
All right, there we go.
Though Mirage did win out, so they got the shout out.
Oh, I didn't see that Mirages did go through. Okay, now Commander Jupe.
Yeah,
has gone
Mirages did go through.
through. Okay, I didn't see that. My chat window's so tiny. All right. But yeah, I guess that's everything. Unless anybody has anything else to say. Oh well, Dolly. Gosh, I'm terrible at live production.
No, you
We're-
got this. You got this.
We are raising money for the Holiday Heroes organization.
Yeah, there you
Yes.
go.
Yes.
There it is.
We have crushed 3 goals so far. $500 per tier, so that was 500, 1,000, and 1,500, and we are hopefully going to cruise right into 2K today before close of business. And
we're actually going for I Love You 3000. It's not notated, but
right,
it's
that's the
there.
unofficial goal. But we actually
Yeah,
like
we're here for
we managed to get beyond the total amount, just barely, that we did last year in the same amount of time. So we are definitely on track.
Yes, absolutely.
And thank you so much for hitting those links, Boop Snoot. And yeah, and if any of you would like to donate to the cause, !donate, we'll snap up the link. It also comes across chat every so often on its own. And if you don't see it or don't know the command and you're like, hey, you know, just ask. We got moderators in chat, Boop Snoot, and our overall moderators, Mirage and Commander here. We'll make sure you get sorted out. And
I'm doing the math right now.
All right, yeah, I mean, the room's not too...
Everybody in chat at this exact moment brought us $113.16. I Love You 3000 could be a could be a reality. So keep that in mind if you're feeling generous.
Yeah,
Love
that's,
on us a little bit.
and that, you know,
what if we were to do three
that maths will change
installments?
pretty good too as we go. But but first, everybody, before we get going, we have
Fuzzy Pickles!
pictures taken instantaneously. I am a
Fuzzy
photographic
Pickles.
genius, if I do say so myself.
Fuzzy
Please,
Pickles.
everybody in the chat and all the runners and everybody, type Fuzzy Pickles. I almost typed Fucky Pickles. That would have been awkward.
Wow. that
Oh,
was-
wow.
All right, going once, it's going twice. I better make my window bigger. There we go.
Pickles.
Oh, going thrice.
Oh, dang.
Oh, you got it, just under the Y, Captain. Wait, hold on, there's more. There.
Emoji.
I got him. I got a bunch. That's definitely a record for a total number of Fuzzy Pickles is in the Fuzzy Pickle.
I think I got my emote as you put your fingers up.
Yeah, we
go.
got. Well, I don't.
Yes,
Let's see.
nice.
I got as far as.
Oh no! What
Y'all tabbed
happened?
out. Y'all tabbed.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. It's gonna. There. Is that better?
Oh, everything's wrong.
take a moment to catch up.
everything's bad.
No.
Ron's
There
officially
we
too
go,
big
there
for
we go.
us.
I went.
We're back.
I went full screen on the Paint. Microsoft Paint popped up in full screen. That's what happened.
I think I got my character posing in there, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Thank you, Roxy, for the
Yeah.
redemption. Today is the 16th. PSI Hope Day 3 begins. I might as well name it all like that so I can identify it even better in my file system. All right, I'm going to post that, and I say Dark Soulers, go ahead, and that includes you, Blood Moon. Go ahead and get going. And while I post this, me and Gally will finally get set and do our own thing.
Can I ask a question before we start running?
Absolutely
What's
not.
up, Secretary?
Okay, so I have these large souls that I just noticed of Sif, Smog, Iron, Golem, Quaylag, and Moonlight Butterfly.
Eat them all.
Eat them all? Okay.
Eat 'em
Yes, eat 'em.
Eat them all and
The
get
ones
all the levels
should
you want.
use,
Yeah.
Are going to be like an item that can't be used anyway. They're going to be like
Yeah.
an inventory item.
And it's for
Oh.
completionist sake. It at this point, since it's just your first time and you're just trying to get through the game, eat them all.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They're tasty morsels of money and souls.
For instance, right before I went to fight Gwyn, Sec, I ate every soul I had acquired in the game, and I had almost 300,000 to spend on levels going.
Holy.
That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
you
I-
hadn't been using them up
You
until
don't
then?
Hi, Stoned Monkey 99, who's on an alt Iron Monkey Ant. That's both good names.
The back of the Four Kings.
All right, Galleon.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna mute up.
All right, Captain.
I'll see you guys in a bit.
If you guys need any routing, you know, come on back, and the sergeant or somebody else will be able to take care of you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right, Gally.
Yeah.
Do the dance. Do the dance. We must please the gods.
Yeah. So I gotta get ready. This is speedrunning strats right here. It
Here's
actually
a question.
It's
three
like-
times
For
faster.
It's like
Megatron and Galley.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
What caused you to start with Bloodborne originally as your first charity game last year?
Name and a hat, I think.
It was actually just by virtue of the fact that the whole charity event evolved from what was originally just me wanting to stream some Bloodborne in October last year, just because the Bloodborne community tends to make it a point to do their replays when they want to replay the game and wait till October to do it, and then there's a lively multiplayer community happening during the month usually. And that's been kind of a thing ever since, you know, a couple years after the game came out and the general interest in the game diminished, but the people who were into it, you know, it's just been kind of a community thing that like that has happened. And I was just going to take advantage of that for streaming purposes. And you know, I was just shooting the ish with Coolmex one day in his stream, and was like, maybe I should do a charity stream with it. And fast forward 2 years, here we are. Now you're a part of it, Sergeant Taco. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, just pretty weird.
Yeah.
Actually, it was Perry Queen who ended up bringing me in from her raid that one day while playing through Elden Ring, and it's like, hey, wait a second. You guys are doing a U2. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you actually came onto the scene and were a little. I don't want to say that you were lack of gusto, but there was a slow burn for you, and then all of a sudden you just exploded.
Oh yeah, Taco was working on all of what he's gonna do on break and stuff behind the scenes the whole time. It was just, you know, just keeping it to himself, no big deal. And now that the day is here, Taco's shining, and I never doubted it for a second. I've known Sergeant Taco since before I went affiliate. I don't remember exactly how. Either I rated you at random, or you rated into me just because I happened to be playing Dark Souls or something.
Yeah, I raided into you, and then you were playing all sorts of retro games at the time, so I would pull you up on the side, and it's like, I really like watching this stuff.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say,
you go.
I was besides doing like Soulsborne and stuff, I was, you know, doing a lot of Metroid at the time too, kind of getting ready for Dread's release coming up after that date got announced. I'm not exactly sure if that timing lines up, but yeah. I appreciate you, Taco.
Thanks for inviting me along. And
Of course.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, look what's emerged. Who knows what paths may get traveled going forward.
well, as you, well, as pretty much everyone's confirmed, that this is now becoming a yearly event and so on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yep. The 3 years in a row, that's a streak. But if you're ready, Gally, we can hit us a warp stone and get moving.
Oh, I'm so heckin' ready to farm.
All right, let's go farming. I gotta do a little farming too.
And get behind.
Yeah.
I think I might have hecked up, and Yosefka's clinic is now a detriment.
Not nice, happy place.
Yeah, it's now a detriment.
It's a happy place full of people who are getting treatment. Yeah, no sophomore slump this year, Boop Snoot. We improving above and beyond. Look at that, almost 2K. Almost 2K. I know I got a donation from my parents in store to get us a little bit closer there. It won't be enough to get us all the way there, but you know, it'll be a little bit closer, and I'm sure the people who filter through here over the course of the day, their combined generosity would be more than enough to meet that goal.
Yeah, we are gonna be well taken care of. I mean, we've already been well taken care of, and while I do twist the arms of everyone watching a little bit, it's all in good fun, and it's all for charity.
Oh yeah, and you got to push for it too, because some people are like, you know, they get in the zone, they're just like, they get into just regular stream watching mode, and might not even realize it's a charity event, or forget while they're going about their day and stuff. You got to do the pitch, and you're a good pitch man, Gally.
Yeah, and I mean, in all seriousness, as much as I would love to see 3,000, it's what we have now. Both. It's
already more than enough.
yeah, we're already like we're stacked. You know, we're well taken care of. Did you know that you could summon Alfred?
Yeah, that's who I brought into Bloodstar Beast with me.
No, look where I am.
Where are you? Whoa.
Very weird side area.
Yeah.
Where is that exactly? I'm not recognizing those posts.
This is right under the cleric beast.
It is right under the cleric. What's Alfred doing there?
What the fuck?
Oh, that's right. You know what? I do remember that. Yeah, because I remember hearing that you could summon not just Gascoigne, but also Alfred, but that you have to skip Cleric Beast and come back and meet Alfred for him to become an available summon for Cleric Beast.
Wow.
I wonder if he's trash the way Gascoigne is, or if he's actually a decent summon. It's a shame that Gascoigne's such a trash summon, because it's the summon that's supposed to teach you about summoning.
Yeah, right.
And
right.
when you do it, you're like, oh, well, he can't even fucking kill one of these giants. What am I going to bring him to Cleric Beast for?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Alfred is a take no prisoners man.
I mean, he
he's-
does carry the wheel, so that's already a flex.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you know what? I'm not sure if this is the version of Alfred. Like, I think he might even have a different weapon at that summon.
He would probably have Lidwood's Holy Blade or Kirk's Hammer.
Yeah, he'll probably have Kirk Hammer like he does for Bloodstar Beast.
You know what? Screw this race. I'm just gonna find out.
All right. I mean, why not poke at the little secrets of the game as we go along?
Yeah. Like, this is something I've never seen before.
Bring in Alfred. Beat up Cleric Beast. It'll be fun.
I've
Ow,
beaten
shit.
this game like twice in total. Oh, 3 times in total.
How many hours would you say you have in the game?
I'd say about 4 days worth.
Oh,
it's
96,
Kirk Hammer.
about 100. I got probably triple or quadruple that.
Yeah. About 4 days worth, if I'm being real.
Like, I honestly love this game. I've played through it probably 4 times since I've started streaming. And that
It
was
is
like
not a
less than
favorite
2
for
years
me.
ago.
Is it a favorite for you, Negatron?
Absolutely. It's
Of the
it's
Souls games.
it's
Okay.
it's like probably my second favorite game after Earthbound. Like, it's literally right up there. This is top tier biz for me. I'm in my happy place. Old Yarnum.
It's definitely a good game. It's got great lore. It's got a lot going for it for me. It's just I'm a bit of a turtle when I play.
Oh yeah,
I like to wait
there's
and
no
see
turtle.
what's going on, and this game does not fit my style at all.
No, Bloodborne does not facilitate the turtles.
No.
No, it is so far out of my wheelhouse.
Like, I was so into Bloodborne that when I went into Elden Ring, I almost never shielded, and I only just wore a shield on my back the whole thing, the whole time.
Oh man, Alfred is.
That's exactly how I play Dark Souls.
That's how I
Alfred
was
is
playing
taking
Dark
care of
Souls for the
business.
most part this time too. Shirtless and all.
So sexy.
Hell yeah. Sometimes jerky, sometimes fuzzy.
But always sexy.
Yeah.
Now, for Galleon, what game would be
Fast
in
and
place
loose.
of Bloodborne for your go-to one?
Dark Souls 3, hands down. I love Dark Souls 3. It's the one where I hit my stride. It's the one that I started thinking I could make a YouTube channel. I got a lot of clips on my YouTube channel because of that game that are showcasing the finer points of PvP. It's a comfort game for me. And again, some of the best lore, some of the best tie-in, very solid.
Yeah, I feel pretty similar about that for Sekiro as well.
And Sekiro is another one of those that I love. I truly do, especially when it clicked. But it took way too long to click for me to be really into it. It wasn't until like playthrough 2, halfway through, that I finally figured out what I was doing, and it got a little easier.
Oh. Took like a single Gatling gun bullet to the head right now. Duracell.
Well, I'm
Got
gonna
him.
go ahead and say it. Vile Blood Hunter Alfred is kicking ass.
Yeah, he's kicking Cleric Beast's ass.
Yeah, he's still at full health.
Good for him.
Well, more or less.
Oh, I didn't buy a hunter's pistol. I can't cheese.
No, why?
I can't cheese Dura.
Why? Let me go.
Dura cheese.
Let me. Oh my God, let me go.
Cleric beast grab move
He
go.
just really likes you.
Oh, did he wipe
He
you out?
can't let you go.
Oh,
I've never been
she
grabbed
wiped
by
you
the
out.
Cleric Beast before.
Cleric beast wiped you out.
Well, there goes an insight, and now I'm kind of forced to go fight him. Right.
Too big boy.
That's all right. But like before I started learning the speedrun strats proper, like I thought Cleric Beast was going to be first anyway, so I would I would start every playthrough by doing an attempt to beat Cleric Beast first try without leveling.
Right.
And I
I
got
haven't
halfway
leveled at
decent
all.
of it. Oh, shit.
Which is part of my problem.
Yeah, you
today.
should probably
I kinda
level.
rely on level. Yeah. I gotta have the echoes to do that, but it's all right.
That's fine. It's all right.
Actually,
It's fine.
I'm actually kind of proud to say my first playthrough,
Woo.
I actually beat Cleric Beast first try. No levels.
Nice. That's
That's
ultra
hot.
rare. Ultra rare.
Yeah, because he's Cleric Beast is the one that teaches you the fights against the beast bosses, and
Yep.
Gascoigne teaches you the hunter fights. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
Cleric
I
Beast is
love
also
that
meant to
amount of
teach you,
teaching.
like, to be okay with getting killed, because sometimes your reward is something nice, like being able to level now at the hub.
yeah. Come on, come here.
Well, I actually,
Oh,
I
you missed.
actually beat Cleric Beast after Gascoigne, which took like 7 tries.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fought Cleric Beast first. The first time I ever played, I found Cleric Beast and stuck with it until I took her down. Man, I'm like super low on health here. Give me all your pebbles.
And
What
these
was
guys
the
are the ones that taught
moment-
me how to
yeah.
shoot.
What
Go
was
ahead,
the
go.
moment across Souls games that was the moment that clicked for you, where it's like, okay, these are the games I can definitely get into?
Nicotron, why don't you take that one first?
If there was a particular boss or specific area or something where it's like, yes.
I gotta say, it was probably, as far as like emotional impact and how it stood out, probably the first time I took down Taurus Demon in Dark Souls 1.
That's a good one.
'Cause-
Yeah.
because
it's
I-
just like it's such a hard fight when you don't know what you're doing, and
Yeah.
then you finally understand it, and it's like this is how I play this game.
I'm like, this game is
Yeah.
hard, but it's manageable. It could be done.
yes,
And
it's thought out.
yeah, and if you can keep your head on a swivel, you can find sometimes a way to help you out, like the ladder and doing plunge attacks on Taurus Demon, for instance, or even just figuring out that you can literally dive between its legs when it reaches up to do its big smash, and it actually makes it really easy to just duck between its legs with a dodge roll, and then you're behind it, and you can get 4 or 5 good whacks before it can even turn around, and you still got stamina to get away. Like the Taurus Demon is an excellent tutorial fight. That comes after the tutorial fight.
Come on. Stop eating me.
But then I was like, oh yeah, like that was some serious dopamine I just got off of doing that. I'm gonna keep seeking that.
I would think, honestly, for me, it was in Demon Souls when the love of the Souls games came. I was basically making a character that I thought I was supposed to do, and having all this trouble, and it was my first real playthrough, and I wasn't really sure how to like get into builds or anything like that. And then, despite my horribleness, I was actually getting pretty good, and I got into a fight that literally did not rely on my build at all. For those of you who know Demon Souls, there is a boss called the Sky King. That a mechanic in it is reused in Dark Souls 3 for Yorm the Giant, where you get the
It's like
Yeah, you
a
get the
special
Storm
weapon
Ruler.
boss, kind of like Rykard
Yes.
in Elden Ring too.
yes, and also like just the event bosses that broke up the minutia of like just raw skill. And I get into the Sky Ruler's area, the Sky Ruler of the Sky King or whatever, and it's just this manta ray flying over you, shooting big ass like needles the size of, well, it's big.
People.
PG-13, but
Needles the size of people. We'll go.
yeah. And I find a weapon there. I put it on, and it's all windy and swooshy. And I swing it once, and I do half the fucking boss's HP bar in a single hit, and I go, "Oh yeah, this is a game for me. This is super cool. This is the coolest thing I've ever done in my life," and never looked back.
Good-ish. I still haven't played through Demon Souls, and I have the remaster on PS5 like for over a year now. So.
Well, there's a spoiler.
That's all right. I'm pretty well spoiled on it. But you know, without actually going through I don't remember how to go to anywhere or what names are, and I'm like, I could go. Oh, that's a Demon Souls boss. There. That's.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Oh shit!
It was
No,
it
don't
was
die.
such a
Don't
great
die.
time.
Do not die. Cannot die here. I'm gonna lose a lot of eckies if I do. Okay, be cool. Stupid crows were chewing me up of all things right now.
Yeah, I love watching my HP bar disappear
Woo!
near crows.
And then Tapper, you popped in for a little bit on the Tauros Demon comment. Did you have a moment where things just clicked for you? I know you're in a little bit of a bind right now, but
I don't really remember. Actually, the Taurus Demon, I think, is supposed to be everyone's moment. I had such a hard time like figuring it out. Just Dark Souls was like nothing I had ever played before. Luckily, like I had picked it up and put it down for multiple years, and then I was like, oh, I want to stream a playthrough of this game because I'm sure people would love to watch me have a terrible time playing it.
People do like
So I
watching
had a little
new
bit of,
people
like,
at Bloodborne or Soulsborne.
Exactly, and I noticed like that's like a big thing in the community is helping new people get into it. So thankfully, I was able to get some help. I think.
You got it.
I think the gargoyles was it for me. Like finally beating
that's a
those,
good
and,
one,
like,
too.
At that point, like I understood how the combat works. And then you like find the first gargoyle, you're like, oh, I almost have him. Then the second one shows up, and you finally get them both. And then you ring that first bell. Like it's like for me, I spent so much time getting to that point. By the time I rung the bell, I was like, oh wait, that's what I'm supposed to do. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
finally-
forgot the
like,
mission.
I finally had a mission. So that, I think that's probably it for me.
That's a good one. I
that's a
can
very
jive
good
with
one.
that quite a bit as well. Like, cause that's the first time a Souls game does the double boss to you, and you're like, no.
Yes, and like even getting there, the Red Knights, oh my god, they were a boss on their own for me when I first started.
Unless
seeing
there's in
them.
Demon Souls.
Demon
say what?
Souls. Demon Souls has a boss named the
Man-Eaters?
Man-Eaters.
Ah,
And they are the heckin' worst. Oh my god. Ah! You want to talk about a horrible double boss where they did it wrong? I will put my soapbox away in a minute, but I swear to God, the Man-Eaters are the worst thing ever. They do so much damage. They show up not at half HP. They show up on timed.
oh
So
god.
It's a DPS chase. It is a DPS
They-
check
so that's like
and
4
an armor
kings.
check.
Oh wow,
That's
kind
like
of cool though.
that's kind of like 4 kings. Like it's definitely a DPS check. Like, cause they
Yeah.
could if you wait around, they'll just keep spawning. I don't know how. Do you know the max number that'll spawn?
7.
The-
7.
yeah, 7.
7.
Wait, all
7
at one time?
kings.
No.
Oh, in
Only
total.
4 are allowed up at any one time.
Oh,
but-
okay.
yeah.
Oh, hey, Mike's here.
Hey guys.
Also, Mike's
Yes,
in
sir. 1642. We're going for that 2K,
Hey,
Mr.
Mike,
Guy.
what's going on?
Hey man, I
Hey
see
Mike.
it.
How you doing, Mike?
You guys
Welcome
are
to chat.
rocking it still, man. 1600.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're going for the meme of I love you 3000.
Mm-hmm. That's our secret
Stay
goal.
tuned. It's definitely gonna
But
be happening.
but one day, maybe today.
No, it'll definitely happen today. I believe in the chat.
yeah, no
Okay.
doubt. I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah. That's the spirit.
Love it. How are you guys doing today?
All kinds of stuff, really.
Oh, he was asking how we're
One
doing.
second, I'm being chased down by teleporting dogs.
I think we're all
Okay.
doing good. Our spirits are pretty decent. things got a little difficult in Dark Souls 1 for the couple of the remaining competitors there on the left side of the screen, Perry Queen, Lucy, and Sekatai, last night. They are really close to the end of the game, and pretty much only very difficult boss fights stand between them and credits. And so they stand to spend several hours attempting
Doing
and
the same thing
reattempting,
over and
yeah,
over
the
and
first
over.
these couple of bosses, you know.
That's
Yeah,
all right. Though. Part of the fun.
Right.
Head meet wall. Head meet wall.
The real test of whether one goes hollow, as we say in Dark Souls lingo, which basically means succumbing to despair and giving up.
Coming to despair and giving up, or going batshit crazy.
Yeah, or
and,
usually
killing everyone
crazy
you
is
can
part
see.
of it.
Yeah.
The
These are
two
the
stages
ones
of
that,
grief.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They're the ones that throw their controller into their wall like a shuriken and it sticks.
Yeah.
You know, those guys.
I put my dual sense in the wall like a freaking batarang. Mike would know something about that.
Spoilers.
Run
The rest of them
away.
don't know.
You're ruining the mic lore.
No, man, you can't give it away.
No! I was poisoned. I didn't realize it. I just lost like 11,000 echoes.
Ooh, tough break.
I didn't realize I was poisoned. Oh, those
He
guys can
says through
poison
his
you.
teeth. He says through his teeth. So currently we are running through, if I can see here, we got Dark Souls 2, if you're watching the stream, Mike, up in the top right, no, top left corner. Top right
Top
corner.
right.
Nope, top right
Oh,
corner.
man.
That's me.
I
Yeah.
have problems with my rights and my lefts. I apologize. And he's playing through Dark Souls 2, which is arguably the worst and weakest.
The community
he-
has
I
divisive
don't know if it's
opinions on that.
I will fight you on that, but
Yeah, he'll
Later.
die on that hill. And,
I
That
will.
it's not good or that's bad.
That it's good. This
That's
this
good?
Dark Souls 2 was my first Souls game, so it
Yeah.
just has a special place in my heart.
Mhm.
Oh.
it's the hill he'll die on, and
I'm
I'll
so
let him
sorry.
die there. I
I
don't want to
think
change
I
his
actually-
mind.
It's like growing up in a cult. It's like it wasn't that bad.
I mean, I kind of did that too. My grandparents were Catholic, so.
Oh,
goodness.
it's burn on Catholics.
So we got Dark Souls 2 up there, and from what I understand, he's having a blast, and he's back in his element.
Yeah, you'll be finishing it later on today, won't you, Blood Moon?
Oh yeah, I'm almost done with the first third of the game.
Yeah, so we got a serious player on our hands there in the upper right.
And then down right below that, we've got me in a head-to-head race with Negatron.
Who is right below
Playing
him.
through Bloodborne, a game that we touched last year.
Oh, no.
And it's any percent, we can do whatever we need to do. We're just trying to get as far as we can. And then on the left, we've got top Perry Queen Lucy, who is having a bit of trouble with Knight Artorias, a very, very, very powerful boss. That is a definite skill check. And then we have Sekatai right below that, who is going after a DPS check, which is a completely different style of fight, for the Four Kings, one of the necessary bosses to beat the game. And he will be 2 bosses after that to win?
Nope, just one.
Yeah, Gwen.
one.
Yeah, he's just got to do Gwen after
It'll
Four
just
Kings.
be Gwen after that.
And he'll be at the end of the game right then and there. And then Tabor, being the glass cannon amazing man that he is,
Hyper
I'm not
specialized.
sure how much progress he has.
I'm at Demon Fire Stage right now.
Demon
So-
Fire Sage.
All right.
Yeah,
So he's,
I'm kind of getting up to the final phase where it's just all the final bosses at this point.
There we go.
Gotcha. And he's sniffing brimstone as we speak, and we'll be burning out the nose hairs for at least another 15 to 20 minutes, give or take.
It's gonna be a lot more than that. Maybe 15
I
to 20
believe in
hours.
you. Oh, you got this. Oh,
Nah, I believe in you.
Excuse
got
you're
it.
just walking
I'm
through
about
hell.
to go
no
hollow.
big deal. You're
Don't go
walking
hollow.
through hell. No big deal.
Go hollow. It's not allowed.
I am here. I just got myself on mute because obviously I'm doing this boss and I don't want to.
Gorgeous.
Swearing.
That's all right.
Artorias is hard.
Yeah.
Hartorius.
Do
There
you
you go.
feel a little bit looser, a little better today with Artorias? Like, are you making more progress than you normally do?
I made a bit better progress yesterday at certain points, but like obviously I know I'm starting to remember his moveset now. It's just
Gotcha.
I've got to remember to keep, instead of like dodging a lot of the time, use the shield. Like that's what the shield's for.
Sometimes,
at
yeah,
the same-
sometimes.
Artorias is definitely a boss you need to block a couple of times.
But the thing is, like, I kind of stopped doing that because when he decides to do his cheat codes, you have to go up and smack him, and if I've got no stamina to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you are wielding a bit of a heavy weapon there too.
Yeah,
so
I'm not used to
being
heavy
able to.
weapons.
And
Yeah.
wearing full Havel set, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
I've not got the full Havel set on because I have to take some of it off to do the shield, but
No, that's fair. But yeah, he's definitely a.
Only 4
He's
large.
definitely a pretty crappy
He's-
boss when it comes to progression. He's
He
my
is
favorite
no
boss.
lightweight.
Yeah, Artorias
he's
is
no
he's a big
pushover.
chat. Well, he's you know, almost he's heavily inspired by the character Guts from Berserk, and if you know anything
Yeah.
about that character, it's surprising we can win at all.
Oh yes. In fact, I think
Well-
the only reason we can win is because he's kind of messed up when we run into him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like at 1/4 total ability.
And he's
Give or
and he's
take.
gone completely hollow, as we've been saying.
Yes.
Yeah,
he's,
so
he's completely batshit at this point. So
no
we got a
fighting
little
technique.
bit of a thing.
Yeah,
No.
he's not using any of his technique, and he's got his sword in his offhand. So
That's one of the
Yeah.
really cool things about these games, Mike, is they communicate so much, even plot-wise, just in like game mechanics and how is this boss fighting you, and stuff like that. And there's so much that can be gleaned from like even their posture that they're holding. For instance, it's known that Artorias is a left-handed person, but when you encounter him, he has his sword in his right hand, and his left hand hangs dead at his side. And that's the clear indicator that, whoa, you know, okay, I'm fighting Artorias, sure, but this is a shell of Artorias' former self.
Yeah.
And he's, you know,
this is not
he's
Need
having
many
his
skill
full
features.
strength. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a little bit of a problem when it comes to Artorias. I'm the guy that's asking from software every year or so to please release a prime fight where it is Artorias and his wolf companion, Great Grey Wolf Sif.
oh, man.
Please release a DLC fight where we are fighting him in his prime, just so I can see how brutal he would have been. Because knowing how strong he is, and then knowing that, he's actually 1/4 his power. How bad would it have been?
We would probably need the rest of the Knights of Gwyn on our side to win that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not gonna
for
lie to
sure.
you.
Like he could take on like 4. Like I believe there was a story of him taking on like 4 dragons by himself, while Ornstein could only manage 2. It's like
Yeah.
And as a player, you could probably only manage one in the one actual dragon fight that is in the game, Calamite,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
intensely
he
hard.
barely managed that one.
I still can't believe I first tried that yesterday.
So
It only took
there's a
8
lot of
humanity.
storytelling that we've able to been gleaning from whatever sources we can, and Artorias is definitely my favorite boss, and I'm a little jealous that Perry Queen Lucy gets to spend so much time with him. If I'm being honest.
Lore-wise,
then,
he's
man.
definitely my
It's
favorite.
bedtime
too,
with
so.
you want to a swap.
I was gonna say.
Hey, send me
I
your
was gonna
file.
say.
I got you. How are you doing this morning, Mike? How's the day treating you?
Good. Yeah, day's going well. I just wanted to check in with you guys and see how you guys were holding up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you want to reiterate some of the stuff we were talking about yesterday, or did you want to wait until a little later in the day? It's completely up to you. We're happy to have you regardless.
Yeah, did we got some new people on here?
I'm sure
it's
there, you
always-
know, chat. There's a significant overlap from day to day in a Twitch chat, but you know, there's always like a certain percentage that are people who are who have just tuned in today, for instance.
Gotcha.
And they could have been thinking of questions this whole time, and we would never know. So,
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah,
Hey, Roxy in
so-
chat says, "Happy Sunday, Mike."
Happy Sunday, Roxy. So yeah, I can go over a little background on Holiday Heroes and if
Yeah.
any questions pop up
Awesome.
about
That would be great.
my favorite food, or about my dog again.
Oh no, Boop, get out of here.
No, I don't think we'll do the hard hitting ones today.
Yeah.
Although
Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry like you guys did yesterday. So.
No. I mean, I am in commentary, so you know, get your tissues handy just in case. But go
what
ahead.
terrible life event are you gonna bring up today?
Yeah, I know, man. Seriously.
It was Boop who did that.
Hey, Boop's new to apologize. It's okay, Boop.
We're just teasing you now.
So yeah, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead and take the floor.
Yeah, so my name's Mike. I'm the executive director at Holiday Heroes. We are an organization based out of just outside of Chicago. We're in Wisconsin, Texas, LA, Louisiana, and New York. And our main mission is to impact the lives of pediatric patients in the hospital and medical setting. And we do that through a number of different avenues. We provide in-person and virtual programs, which are, you know, visits by costume characters, Batman, Spider-Man.
Wink, wink.
You know, yeah, wink, wink. I mean, we've done Elsa, we've done sports players, we've done everything with visits by costume characters and whatnot. We provide activity boxes from infant to preteen, and these have just a number of different like crafts and stickers and all sorts of stuff in there for them to do while they're in the hospital or, you know, getting therapy and whatnot. We provide catered meals, gift cards, and themed gifts and toys and stuff around the holidays. We have a gaming program, so we have this is a pilot program just started this year where kids can game against each other in the hospital through Nintendo Switch, you know, Twitch TV platform and stuff like that. We have, I think, 8 or 9 switches at the moment. So I'm hoping to get that program in other hospitals and grow it as much as we can. But yeah, so that's our main mission in the programs that we provide.
Well, yeah,
love it.
we're super stoked to be a part of it, and you know, especially, and we have a bias toward video game entertainment out here, you know.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And you know, like, and we could even make really lengthy and cohesive, you know, dissertations on how culturally impactful video games are and important as a cultural aspect of humanity in general, and to be able to help deliver this type of storytelling and entertainment and enrichment to kids who, you know, are going through what they're going through is like, like, I don't know, like I feel very honored at the opportunity to be a part of that.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, you know, I've talked about this a few times this weekend. Is just whatever we do is to take their minds off of what is going on inside their bodies. And, you know, I don't know if I talked about, but our main focus is seriously ill and chronically ill. I mean, we cater to all patients, but, you know, the main ones that we're focused on are ones that are in for the hospital for longer periods of time or ones that are in and out of the hospital. So, you know, I've been here about a year, and it's sad because I've gone to the hospital. It's gone to this one hospital 3 times, and I've seen the same kid every time I've been in there. So he's in and out of it constantly. Yeah. He had cancer, and then he had COVID, and it affected his body even more. And
Oh no,
it's like,
that's awful.
yeah, it's completely like, actually, he was like a near-death experience of how bad his COVID was and the
my
cancer
goodness.
and chemo and all of it. But he's like a 6-year-old little boy, and, you know, they have to be in and out of the hospital at that age.
You know, and I feel like, you know, we owe it to people, you know, kids included, adults included, to people who are in these types of situations. Those of us who aren't, you know, we owe it to them to do our best for them, to get them, you know, up and running into, or if, you know, I'm not talking about trying to even make productive members of society or anything like that. I just mean to help them have a quality of life, you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
to just to be able to smile and enjoy life with other people in any degree, you know, and the fact that there are organizations like yours, Mike, and these avenues that we could all do to help drive some money toward good causes for once, you know, even as small fry as we are, it's just it's really incredible. And
especially knowing that some of these kids may not be from the best of backgrounds or medical bills. Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're in
completely
the
wreck a
United
family.
States of all places.
yeah.
It's one of the worst.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh,
Yeah, some of these
I have
neighborhoods
the,
that these hospitals are in. Yeah, I mean, these kids, you know, they don't have a lot of money for these medical bills, and, you know, whatever we can do to help them.
I mean, and then as
Absolutely.
a parent, like, I could absolutely understand the amount of guilt that you would feel for not being able to pay for your kids' medical bills and stuff, and especially in the context of how we do things in this country in that regard. And so we're really like it's at the point where we're at this state to where we really have to look to each other to get the kind of care done that needs to get done, and hence fundraisers and charity organizations and yeah, and it's just it's the little shining ray of hope we got left to latch on to.
Yeah, for sure.
It is. It
That
is
actually-
still remarkably upsetting if you ever go onto like different fundraiser sites and see how many of them are for medical procedures that are absolutely necessary for
Yeah.
quality of life.
Or like, and you're told that, oh, insurance says that this is cosmetic or this is experimental or whatever, so they won't cover it. And it's like, oh, come on.
Yep.
Just come on.
Oh, that hits really personally, actually. I have one of my brothers actually has Down syndrome, so
Oh my goodness.
we've been
Yeah.
through a little bit of that.
Yep.
I could imagine.
Oh yeah, I've spent more than a couple nights in my younger years in Ronald McDonald houses in different states for
Yeah.
medical procedures. So
Right.
It hits close to home for me as well. I never had extensive hospital stays, but I've had extensive medical issues starting pretty much right at high school until last year? Yeah, last year. I had what's known as endometriosis.
Oh my goodness.
It's where
Oh,
scar
God, yeah.
tissue
Yeah.
grows
That's a
in
rough
places
one.
that it doesn't belong just due to the fact that I'm biologically female.
Yeah.
I was thankfully able to get a hysterectomy, and which essentially cured that, but I fought for so long to find a doctor that would grant me one due
They
to
just
my
won't.
age.
Yeah, because they're like, no,
Yeah.
you're supposed to. You might change your mind and watch it. There's that weird ass puritanical pressure that comes along with hospital visits like that, and like men hear about that stuff coming from women, and they're automatically dubious, like, oh really, like like, and
Oh,
it's
I-
really really weird.
I've been getting that for months now.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, my
it's
sister
definitely
has
a
it
tough
too,
break.
and she was able to see the same doctor that I did after we found one that A,
Right.
the insurance would take, and B, would actually perform it.
Yeah, like that's the
Yeah.
thing that I've heard women have literally had to like do their damnedest to convince, friggin' doctors that no, my endo is happening, it's back, I feel all this pain, I need treatment, and then doctors are just like, they
Yeah, I can't speak for everyone who's had it, but my personal experience, I had 3 laparoscopic exploratory surgeries where they went in and cleaned out the scar tissue.
Yeah, and that's no
and
joke.
then
That's some serious
that was
surge
over
too.
a course of like 3 years.
Right.
I had 3 different surgeries. Went 2 years without any surgeries, trying the Nexplanon implant, which did not help at all.
Oh no.
It didn't hinder anything, but it also didn't help with any of the symptoms.
Right.
And at that point, let's see, I was diagnosed in 2006, 2007. And pretty much from the start, I was like, listen, I don't want kids. I know my body. I know what I want. And it was 2020 October that I was able to finally find a doctor that performed a hysterectomy, because the previous doctor that I had been seeing, y'all get a kick out of this, her suggestion for helping manage and deal with side effects: go have a kid.
That's good.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, ruin your
That's
bank
cool.
account and make a life-changing decision.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's nice.
Excellent medical
Even
advice.
if you have a trust fund to dump on me to cover the cost of raising a human being from birth to adult, or through pregnancy to adult, I should say, and then beyond that, because let's be frank, our economy's trash, and adults are basically still living off of the fruit of the boomer labor, because it's all dried up for us. And then
Right.
and then it's like, okay, all right, even if I had all the money, you're asking me to foster a new human being into existence just to relieve symptoms of my own personal health care. That doesn't seem like an altogether healthy decision.
Also, given the fact that it has a very high transmission from the
Yeah,
next
like let's
generation,
make
it'll-
another
it'll
human
skip
with
the mail.
let's make another
It'll
human
skip
with
the mail
endo.
line, but it'll definitely pick up, like, almost guaranteed the next female.
Yeah.
I want to say I've got it on both sides of the family, so
Yeah, that's heavy stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
joy.
most
So it's
definitely.
a 50-50 shot you're dealing with round 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
and I know I went through hell. I don't want to put a child through what I went through.
Yeah, I mean, I have
Right.
migraines. I feel bad enough for having kids with the risk of them having to get like regular ocular migraine the way I do. I couldn't imagine anything even marginally more inconvenient than that being intentionally inflicted upon a new human. But
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you know, like we say, I mean, this all goes around to this is all very heavy stuff, and the work that we're doing is in the face of all of that. You know,
Right.
it's important to not get dragged down, and even if you feel dragged down, you know, there will be others around you who can help pick you up. You know, especially if you know you're involved in our community here and things of that nature. And you know, and we can do good despite it all, and make an impact.
Speaking on going up and never letting ourselves stay down for long, Mike, I do have a hard-hitting question for you. One that I'm pretty sure you've gotten a few times, but I need the answer to it. If you had a white whale celebrity endorsement in mind, the one that you know would go the farthest to skyrocket everything that you're doing, who's the one? Who's the one that you want to bring?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough question. I've honestly never really thought about that.
Well, I mean, you got to know that like every single celebrity out there somewhere is doing charity work to some degree. You know, it's what they talk about most often. There's clips of it online everywhere, you know, and they all have this. They have the capital to basically skyrocket organizations and make them not only
Well,
hit
yeah,
all the goals that they
who
need
would
to
be
hit.
a good fit for Holiday Heroes then?
Yeah.
Who would be? Just
I don't know,
blue
man.
sky.
That's a really good question.
just throwing names out there. John Cena, I've heard, is a
John
fantastic
Cena,
man.
absolutely.
Yeah,
That
she
yeah,
was fantastic.
that's
That is a
He
really
does. He's done a
solid
ton of
suggestion.
Make-A-Wish stuff. Like all the
Mhm.
see, that's what I want.
Doesn't he have the record for that?
I want someone who does stuff under the radar, like not someone just to do it to like, hey, I'm doing
No,
good. I want
absolutely.
someone that's like John Cena. I've heard he does Make-A-Wish and all these things, just like non.
yeah.
you know,
Like you don't hear
suicides
about
out
it
of
every
the
time he
media.
does it. There was just like an article recently that like John Cena is like world record holder for a number of like Make-A-Wish foundations or something like that. You
Yeah.
know, I'm just paraphrasing. That's but-
I've actually got a suggestion. You want someone who's kind of under the radar. Considering, well, I mean, I guess we're kind of focusing more on the gaming aspect of it anyway, with like the switches and things like that. But maybe look into contacting voice actors from video
Yes.
games.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah, that's a great
yeah.
idea. Voice actors need that support right now too. There's been some
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
been
God,
some
yeah.
badness going on with that. Let's
Oh,
not
yeah.
get into it here, but suffice to say that yeah, voice actors would be great because then they could do like the voices. they could characterize themselves as who they play in the video games that the kids
Oh,
like.
absolutely. Just put a note on this to look into.
Let's see, like you know, notable voice I mean, Charles Martinet. I would absolutely
Oh God,
try
yeah.
to contact Charles Martinet. He's the voice of Mario.
Matthew Mercer, Travis Willingham, Laura
The
Bailey.
whole Critical Role crew would be all over
Yeah, the
that.
whole Critical Role.
Yeah.
Imagine
So
us. We
down for
facilitate a connection between Critical Role
Oh
and.
God.
Just doing
Mike,
small
see me
little
fangirl.
waves, like hi.
Yeah. Mike, if you don't follow online podcasts, Critical Role is a huge group that does a D&D podcast.
Bunch of voice actors playing D&D, so it's
Yeah.
next level.
Oh, it's
wildly popular.
Yeah.
hilarious, is what it is.
Oh God, it's amazing.
But ultimately, you know, like, was there ever a time that you had thought of like, because every idea starts small, like, and I'm talking
Yeah.
like the earliest times. Was that something you ever considered?
I mean, so a long time ago, we did something with Heidi Klum for this movie premiere.
Ooh.
Awesome.
But, yeah, like we were the only charity that they had invited, and then I don't really know what happened with why, like, it didn't get continued. But I mean, she was a big advocate for us years ago.
Well, that's awesome.
It's celebrity stuff, you know. They're
like it was like a one time, and then it kind of just fell off the radar.
Yeah, I guess it just depends if the producers are feeling it or not. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
for
oh wait,
sure.
can we shave this much off of the budget by doing just this? Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Also,
But I
time
don't
and
know, I mean, John Cena's
availability.
good.
Yeah,
I always wanted to
available.
meet The Rock. I think The Rock would be cool to have.
Oh
That'd be
man,
fun.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
I tell you, like, I have Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk are my big
Oh
two
my
that I
god,
wanna
yeah.
meet. Fillion is been one of my favorite actors since Firefly. You know, deep cut for those of you.
Yeah.
By far the best
Firefly.
sci-fi show ever.
Oh, so good.
Oh, I
I'm
missed
afraid
that
the
show so
Firefly would probably be lost on most of the kids in the hospital.
I
though.
know. I know. But
Yeah.
I mean,
You just got to bring in a DVD box set from 1999 and.
How many seasons was it? One?
One.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, ow.
I remember all like everyone upset about it. I never watched a single moment of it. So
Yeah,
heart.
I
I'm
have no
back
chips.
there. I'm back there right now.
I know
Oh,
the
yeah.
meme of the guy kind of looking concerned and confused. I know that part of Firefly.
That's my favorite gift to use.
Yeah, that's,
I
that's
know more
Confused,
about
concerned
Firefly
Nathan
from the
Fillion.
fans wishing it was back than the actual show getting me interested in it.
Sames.
So I might be showing my age a little bit here, but David Duchovny or Richard
Yeah.
Dean Anderson.
Oh
yeah,
man,
I mean,
David
Duchovny
Duchovny.
is
Oh,
just
yeah.
incredible. Like that dude is a phenomenal actor.
I loved him
I mean,
in
Fox,
Twin Peaks.
Fox Mulder being the X-Files fan. Also, Richard Dean Anderson for his acting in MacGyver and Stargate SG-1.
And Ira Kane from Evolution.
All right,
Wow, I know.
we'll get these people for the adult ward, and we can cheer up some grown-ups. Wow, MacGyver!
Oh my god.
Oh man, I mean, there's always the classic, you know, Johnny Depp in Jack Sparrow
Oh, of course.
costume
Oh,
because
yeah.
he's done
Oh,
that so many
absolutely.
times. Like that
Actually,
is like that's such a
a
nothing
thought.
thing for him.
What about reaching out to one of your local cosplay groups?
Yeah,
There's
they-
usually
yeah.
Facebook
Oh,
groups.
yeah,
I know
those
there
are
is
groups.
always the best Jack Sparrow cosplayers at the local
Yeah.
Renaissance
Oh my
fair.
god, some of those people are just.
I don't mean to cut you off, but do we? I know that we have a couple people in here that cosplay regularly. Do you guys have any resources of like the groups that you're in that you can give to Mike?
Unfortunately, no.
I mean in chat. I mean, anywhere, anybody that can hear my voice, because I know that Twitch is very, very good with cosplayers as well, and the community does have a lot of them in there that are in like those niche groups that you can't really get to unless you're in the know. So if anybody has a line that you can drop on our boy Mike here, please do. 'Cause,
Or
like,
if you want to
talk
put the
about
Discord
costume
link there,
heroes.
Boop Snoot, and anybody who has any information along those lines can contact us via the
Yeah,
Discord
like
and all that
costume
stuff.
heroes,
absolutely.
it's right there. I cosplay as
Actually,
an
that-
adult. Does that count? Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I often also
No.
pretend to be a
Reminds me
grown-up.
of the charity
Oh,
group
wait a minute.
that does the Star Wars cosplays, the 501st Legion.
501st, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
they've done a few things for us.
Ooh,
There's
who's
a
that?
group
Cool.
down here.
Hey, Badoof,
Yeah.
thank you for the $40. We are now up to 1682. Actually, 1692.
Very nice.
Mike, we had a
1692.
viewer donate $10 directly through your website last night, so
Oh,
the,
sweet.
the
Love
actual
it.
totals plus $10.
Wow, guys.
Yes, 35,
Yeah,
Boops, I believe so.
Well, yeah, no.
Or 36 rather, my bad.
Those communities of cosplayers that are just working with together and you know, doing craft stuff together, like those. I know they exist because I hear about them all the time, but I've never seen one, so I know it's a bit of a niche market. But like cosplayers that are hitting cons, like they're a very valuable resource.
Oh yeah.
I'd swing it
And
back to
also-
voice actors again, though, for like kids and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
voice actors,
especially because
cosplayers.
like right now there's like a bit of a shakeup going with like Warner Brothers and HBO and everything. like there might actually be increased availability right now for some of these personalities who, you know, have played characters on shows that younger kids would be more familiar with.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
That's a great idea. I'm actually
Get
looking
up.
up some groups right now.
Well, there
There's
we
a lot
go.
out there.
See, look at
Oh
that.
yeah. And I know a
I'm
lot of
always
them
looking
are.
for new- I'm always open to new things like this. It's awesome.
I love it. I love it. And I feel that, you know, so I checked my bank and I am not going to be able to contribute this
Same.
year, unfortunately. But the best thing I can do is just throw out ideas and put on my
Man, just
entrepreneur hat.
be
for a moment.
advocates and ambassadors for us. We'll take that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it's like one of those things too. Like we're just hanging out anyway, so why not, you know, spitball for a little while? And you don't
Oh,
always have the
absolutely.
time to just stop and have random thoughts. And in moments like this are a good opportunity to just go ahead and do that because we're just hanging out anyway.
Yeah.
I know I never
And
just
I
say,
am
okay,
having
I've
a
had my
lot of
coffee and
trouble.
breakfast. I'm going to brainstorm for 20 minutes. That doesn't happen.
What other hard-hitting questions do you got for?
Oh.
Oh, trust and believe. There's
got
a lot
one.
of them rattling in the old noodle.
Oh, what's up,
I've
Mirage?
got one. So I've heard previously, especially with like the local organizations around here, that donating items usually is better, but the best thing is straight up donating money because you guys can usually buy things in bulk or find places that'll give you discounts. Is there any truth to that?
Well, it goes. I mean, you know, the finances is definitely the better part because yes, we buy in bulk at a time, you know. But and the supplies is different because we want to make sure that our craft boxes and activity boxes, like they're all pretty much the same. So like when we do get donations, they're either like wrong sizes or something like that. You know, it's a small little like shoebox that we want to fit all these crafts and stuff in. So
yeah.
we always take supplies because it saves us money from you know, buying them, whatever. But I think financially is always the kind of the better routes because then we can advocate to like what program we need more money for, you know, buying switches.
Yeah, and
stuff
cash
like
is
that.
liquid, so you can end up putting it toward
Yeah.
whatever. Like suppose you ended up short on some other side, but you came out fat on some other side, you can scoot stuff around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
for
just
sure.
gonna say that. Yeah, I mean, unless we were like a food bank or something like that, where obviously we want the supplies. But
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I was thinking of the local food bank, and around where I'm at, we're kind of mid-range. There's not like really poor, but there's also not like super rich. But I do still see a absolute truckload of ramen that ends up in the donation bins every time, and I feel like maybe that dollar might have gone a little further with the
Maybe
donation
something
company.
healthier.
yeah,
Yeah, sitting in a bank instead of ending up, you know, expired or something.
Yeah. I mean, because ramen, I don't know if it's just me and I might have some undisclosed medical condition that I'm not aware of, but ramen tears up my stomach so bad I can't eat.
Probably all the
anymore.
salt.
It's gotta be.
The excessive amounts of salt.
Maybe I have an ulcer or something. I don't know.
Yeah, go
I'm
get
getting
seen
older,
if you can.
and
Yeah, I need to start going to like regular doc appointments more. I just top 40, so that means a little extra at the physical, I guess.
yeah. Yeah. But ultimately, as far as a hard-hitting question, one that let's get you a thinker. So
You're a
you
really
can
good
talk
sport,
about-
Mike. I appreciate you so much.
no worries, man. No worries.
I mean, how deep do we want to go? What deep cut do we want to take this time?
Let's go middle cuts, Gally. Middle cuts.
All right.
Thank you so
what
much
would
for
you
the
say-
follow, Choco Kings.
Hey, Choco King, thank you. What would you say would be? What are your top 3 favorite TV shows right now?
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
this one's gonna
that's a tough
split the
one.
internet asunder.
Oh yeah. Let's break the internet today. Heck it.
Firefly.
Now that's the way to butt out the interviewer.
So I watch a lot of documentaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Finished the season 1 of The Vow. Have you guys seen that one about the cult?
Oh no,
yeah.
I haven't
No,
seen
I've
that.
heard
I
of
can't
it,
say
I've
I
heard of it.
have, but I
What's-
have heard of it.
What's this?
Season 2 comes out tomorrow, I think. So it's about this
Alright.
cult. It's crazy, like this crazy.
Adding that to my list.
I don't know. I don't know. And it's like it's more of like a sex type of cult, but it's like.
Oh, maybe not.
I mean, it doesn't really talk about that much.
Hey, Choco Kings with the raid. Welcome
yeah, you just have to
in.
look it up. I think it's on. Was it on Netflix? I think it's about the Nexium cult.
Oh yeah, that the
Yeah.
news broke on that not too long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, like how he laundered money and
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff. It's
But
crazy,
hey, we just got a raid, Mike. 13 new people have just popped into the chat.
Yo,
Thanks
Raiders!
to Choco Kings.
Welcome, Raiders!
Appreciate you. We are
Love
doing PSI HOPE2, our second annual casual race for a cause, this year to benefit holidayheroes.org. And you all are lucky enough to have popped in while we have the CEO and director, Mike, here with us today, who I guess if you can do a quick abbreviated version of your spiel from earlier, that way everybody's up to speed. And check the chat for the donation link if you'd like to give a little. We're trying to go for 2K today. But at the very least, thanks for coming in. If you got a raid and fade, go get that hydration, you walk and stretch, or get on with your day as you need to. But once again, thank you, and here's Mike.
Yeah. Well, welcome, guys. We were just talking about my favorite cult show. So Holiday Heroes is, our mission is to impact pediatric patients in the hospital and medical setting, and we do that through a number of different avenues. We offer virtual and in-person programs, which are visits with costume characters like Spider-Man, Elsa, Belle. We've done all sorts of kind of costume character visits, sports teams. We provide activity boxes from infant to preteen, which are like 2 to 3 different crafts, stickers, all sorts of things they can do while they're in the hospital. Catered meals, gift cards, gifts, toys, whatever else we can bring in there throughout the holidays. And then we also have a gaming program that we just piloted this year where kids can play Nintendo Switch against each other in the hospital. We do a monthly kind of gaming party.
Super amazing.
That's so rad. It's super cool. And I guess to explain a little bit about the event right now, we started on Friday with Dark Souls 1, all 6 screens here. On the right side, the right 3 screens, we have already completed our runs of Dark Souls 1. Coming in first place was Blood Moon 453, second Galleon the Arisen, and then myself about an hour after that. And so we've since moved on to other games, but first I'd like to draw attention to the left 3 screens, Perry Queen Lucy, Captain Sekatai, and Taphort. If y'all want to go, and including Blood Moon and Galleon on this account, if y'all want to go around and throw the follows at all the runners for all their hard work and participating in the event, that would be outstanding. But on the left 3 screens, we have our 3 remaining competitors in Dark Souls 1. Sergeant Taco, would you like to approximate their position in progress?
So with Perry Queen, she's currently going through the DLC, and then once she completes that, she's pretty much on to the final boss of the game. So she's roughly 85% through. Then Sekatai is only 2 bosses away. They're currently fighting pretty much the hardest boss in the game, let's say. And so once they get this done, they're on to the final boss, which would be... It's about 30 minutes. 30 minutes of time once it's done. And then we got Taphort, who decided to go a very much different route than everyone else. So everyone else sort of went like a balanced type of build, and instead Taphort's like, no. I wanna kill bosses in as little hits as possible. But in order to do that, they have almost no defense, and if they get hit 1 to 3 times, they're just gone completely. And roughly as far, they're about 60 to 70% through the game right now.
And don't freak out. I'm just taking a small little break. My legs have not fully recovered from last night. I have a really bad chair that's making life a little difficult.
Oh yeah, take your breaks.
It's okay. I'm still in high spirits. And also, to add on to all the wonderfulness that is going on, just to remind you all, we are going for a $2,000 goal for Holiday Heroes organization. We are super excited to get to that. However, there is a meme in the chat that has been
Meme
PSI
goal.
Hope tradition here. Meme goals, all bounds. I've done the math. If everyone donates $52.72, we will hit our I love you 3000 meme goal. That is a
That's the
tradition
lowest
around
we've gotten
here.
that number so far, though.
Yeah, that's
so
a lot
that's
lower than
yeah.
it was this morning.
Yeah.
Was it 106 or something this morning?
103, somewhere around there. So,
Yeah, that's what a little more people in chat will do for you.
yeah. And ultimately, regardless of what we get, we've already smashed 3 goals. This is not a way to twist your arm and guilt trip you into getting more money. This is simply letting y'all know how close that actually is.
Right, to being attainable,
but-
Yeah,
because
it's
it
pretty
started
awesome.
out as, you know, just a goof, and the
Yeah,
goof
and-
is gradually becoming a believable dream.
And ultimately, regardless of anything, a dollar does well, but that's not what it's about. What it's about is bringing a nice light on Holiday Heroes as a whole, and all of us spending this wonderful weekend together where we probably would have been using our time for something else. The fact that we are all here together is more than enough. Take care of your bodies, take care of your minds, and stay positive. This has been a fantastic weekend.
Yeah, it's
And,
been a resounding success once again. Thank you everybody
Yeah.
for volunteering. There's PSI Hope is a 100% open membership, a volunteer organization. All I do is try to control the flow. That's my role in the thing, is to gather up everybody's energy and that spirit bomb focus and and gather up that monies for a good cause. And Mike, we couldn't be happier to be of service to your organization this weekend.
Absolutely. And,
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Seriously,
Of course.
I love it.
Of course,
You guys are
man.
doing some good work out there.
It has been an absolute dream. And we love each and every one of you guys in the chat, regardless of what you give. So do not feel obligated. Do not break yourselves. This is just for the ones who may need a little bit of a push. That's all this math is.
A
about.
reminder, just a subtle reminder.
It's just a reminder.
that
Just
this
a subtle
is
reminder
a
that I will
fund
be reminding you
eraser.
about.
Rent
'Cause
and
if you
food
don't
money
ask, you don't
come
receive.
first. Don't hurt yourself donating, please.
That's right.
Yes, please
Yes.
do not hurt yourselves.
That's right.
You guys know how to take care of yourselves. Budget if you have to, but ultimately we have already smashed 3 goals.
Absolutely.
You guys are killing it. We do not need any more. It's just a nice sentence.
Mike
And
is the
anything
real
you do
G.
at this point. Yeah.
According
Mike is
to
getting $1,600 right now. I mean, it's pretty great.
Yeah, I love it, man. New switches for the hospitals. I mean, it's
Hell
exactly,
yeah.
That's what's up.
exactly what they need.
Hilariously, you know, I might have talked about this on Friday, but I don't want to play any games right now. I want to buy a Switch so I can play a game that I played over my vacation. So you keep talking about Switches, and it's just reinforcing the fact that I don't want to play anything else.
Which game is that, Galleon?
I want to play Breath of the Wild.
Ah.
Yeah, I've been a resident hater of Breath of the Wild for, oh god, I can't even, since it came out. The
What
weapon
was that?
breaking mechanic
2016?
Yeah, and the weapon breaking mechanic was the thing that that was the hill I was gonna die on. It's a stupid game. It's horrible. It's not worth playing. And I played it over vacation, and now it's all I can think of.
Yeah, it's pretty good. If I had my way, I'd up the durability on just about every weapon by maybe 50%. But that
Yeah.
all told, eventually you get used to having a pocket full of swords to hot swap between, and
Yeah, it's not even a problem. That's the thing that pisses me off. I'm like, I'm supposed to be mad about this. And now all I want to do is play. I want to buy all the armors and touch every shrine, find every Korok seed, even though I just get a. I'm not gonna spoil
you
it,
get a
but-
bigger you get a bigger pocket full of weapons. But
Yeah, it's just, God.
But yeah, it's
So,
a good game. I think we're at that phase of Breath of the Wild acceptance for people who either bounced off of it or were like, no.
I was a resident hater because I would never have I was never gonna have a Switch. So it's okay for me to hate a game that I'm never gonna be able to.
Oh, there's that. Yeah, the sour grapes phenomenon.
Yeah, and now they're sweeter than I thought, and I hate it. That's all I want. That's all I want.
Ugh. Yeah, I remember when I got into Breath of the Wild, it was like the game I played every evening for a couple of months until I finished it.
Yeah, that would be me. And you all see how I stream. I am a completionist by nature. I'm not a speedrunner by any means, which is why I know everything about games that I play. However, that's a big game.
It is a very big game. Completionizing Breath of the Wild is a gamer's major undertaking.
Yeah.
That seems to be the theme with those big open world games.
Yeah, I mean, because it's meant to, you're not actually meant to 100% these things. It's like they put so much in it so you get the equivalent of 100% experience.
Right.
Thank you, Mirage, for the $17.
Woohoo!
That you know that you're meant to get equivalent of 100% of a game's experience by going through the game the way you went through the end, like and so they have to populate the whole thing just in case you go this way or just in case you go this way.
Also, that wasn't me.
Oh, it's a different Mirage. That must be Mirage Omega, perhaps.
Your alter ego.
we have another Mirage in the Discord these days. Another streamer, Mirage Omega. Hi, Mirage. Yeah, that's them. I highly encourage a follow of their channel as well. They got some chill stuff.
Do we have another Mirage, or is it simply?
Is it a Mirage?
I would be rather impressed if this was secretly the same person.
Just doesn't want to take credit.
The most extreme double life.
Nobody go close to him. Leave him alone.
No one would ever expect you to use the same name twice for your double life.
But we are at, oh, by the way, we are at $169 $9. Nice, Mirage.
Nice.
Wow.
We're $1 away from 1700, 301 from the final goal of the Streamathon, final official goal. Yes, Gally.
I wasn't gonna say anything. It's a dream goal at this point. Though, wouldn't it be wild if somebody just came in and gave $1,000 once we hit 2?
I would take a crap.
Oh man!
I would take an entire crap.
I would scream. You guys would see some hilarious things on my little camera.
We'd have to clip it on everyone's channel, obviously.
Oh, for sure. For sure. For sure.
Everyone's reactions would be amazing.
I would cry. I would absolutely cry. But no, what we've done so far is even more amazing than.
It's pretty damn amazing.
So.
Yeah.
You guys are absolutely insane, and you're breaking my heart and mending it right back. It's wonderful. So, any vices that you have, Mike?
You got anything we could blackmail you with, by any chance?
I'm just
How about those 3 numbers on the back of your card again?
Just one more time for the people in the back.
I'm kidding. You don't have to tell us.
You know, if something bad happens to Mike's finances over the next couple of weeks, we're gonna get we're gonna be the prime target of the investigation.
So, Sci-Hope disbands tonight.
We got on the next plane to the Canary Islands.
Bag and we'll never talk to each other again.
Good news, guys. I know how we can get that extra 1,000.
Oh, okay, but is it 3,000 if we take 1,000 from the organization?
No, that would be disingenuous. Like that's some like kind of weird like you know,
Filling your own pocket kind of thing.
Stock increase buyback type situation thing, you know, where you get all your friends to buy their stock, so you boost the price and then you sell yours and you split the difference.
Yeah, borderline money laundering, so we don't want to do none of that.
No.
Actually, I thought of another good one for Mike. For anybody who's listening, when it comes to smaller charities like yours, do you guys really emphasize on the small donations of like people who can donate $5, $10 as they can, or getting together with bigger groups kind of like ours and raising over 1,500 and waiting for people to donate as a chunk?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, corny as it sounds, like that every dollar counts. I mean, we literally, like, an activity box that we provide is like $8 to $10. So, you know, if you're donating
Nice.
$10, you can provide one activity box, or, you know, so I mean, I think we cater a lot to kind of the smaller to mid-range type of donations, but I mean, every single dollar goes to the programming. We're a 3-person staff here, so
It's pretty nice to be able
not a lot of
to.
overhead. You know, we don't have a $1 billion bank account that we're storing money in, right? So
Awesome. Like yeah, and to be able to turn around like actual like tangible outcome for such a small amount of expense, you know, ultimately to like do one of those boxes, that's really good, and that might actually be very inspiring to somebody who like might want to give to charity, but like doesn't want to just feel like they're throwing money down a hole.
yeah. So we've had like Boy Scouts and middle schools and schools do small little fundraisers for us that raises, you know, a couple $100, sells popcorn and stuff like that. So we've, you know, any donations welcome.
Yeah,
That's
for
awesome.
sure.
Yeah, so you heard it,
We
folks.
would take a $1 million donation, but
Absolutely.
never turn that down. That's a good question.
I definitely love it. Let's see. How long you got? How long we got you for, Mike?
I was gonna say, so I was gonna
I'm
hop off.
imagining you're a little bit.
I'm gonna hop off in a few minutes, so I can answer a couple more questions you guys got.
Okay. Anybody in chat got a hard hitting one for our resident director here? If you don't, I do have a few. So, in the realm of Twitch chat, this is your first time being a part of a Twitch run charity, correct? Or have you had Tiltifies before?
Yeah, we the
No,
inaugural.
not.
Okay, so this being your first time, and I promise you're not going to hurt anybody's feelings by answering this. I can't believe I just brain farted that. That sucks.
Well, that's all right.
No,
I could probably finish that sentence. Would you be amicable to having another group reach out to you and do another Twitch run, even if it's not us?
Has this been a positive enough experience for you to? Thank you, Mirage. That's exactly where I was going with this. Is this something that has like kind of opened your repertoire of things you would like to pursue in the future? Like, is this a good enough experience for you that you feel like it was worth dedicating your time to?
Yeah,
like, how we doing?
They may not be as fun as you guys and asking all the tough questions, but yeah, I think this is such a cool avenue, and I think, you know, we kind of cater to that, you know, I think the kids and the patients, I think they would love to know that we're doing fundraisers through this platform and all that. So absolutely.
Oh yeah, I've seen younger kids, like my kids will play around with other kids in the neighborhood and be like, oh yeah, my dad streams on Twitch, and then all of a sudden they're like all googly-eyed and wondrous about it. I'm like, oh, hey, you know, I'm just,
right? Like, yeah, I mean, I think
I'm nobody,
it's
don't worry
such a
about
cool
it.
thing to do. It's such a different type of fundraiser, you know, like it's not like a 5K or like, you know, it's normal type of fundraisers. It's just a cool platform to do it through.
I feel like it's almost like it's got the vibes of like a PBS telethon a little bit. You know, that we got at the panel here, we're making the calls and getting the donations in, and we're just like providing programming to watch and trying to be funny, I guess, while we do it. and the money comes rolling in.
That's not a thought in my mind of failing on the comedy aspect. Not the only thing I'm good at.
Well, I'm an imposter.
I've actually got a question for you, Mike. Kind of going back to the difference of larger and smaller donations. It's not really entirely relevant, but do you happen to know, do you get most of your funds through collective smaller donations, like let's say like under $100, or is it larger ones from like companies and, you know, celebrities or whatever? Do you know where you end up getting most of your funds, if it's the little ones that add up to be huge or just bigger ones that are carrying the most of the weight?
So honestly, I think it would be 50-50. We get a lot of corporate sponsors that make the larger donations, obviously, and then we get a lot of smaller, you know, $100 and less donations. You know, I think we're not asking, like, the stuff that we provide is not crazy amounts of money. So like, we're not getting $100,000 donations because, you know, that would fund hospitals, like half of our hospitals for a year.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so I think a lot of people, like I said, like the activity boxes are $8 to $10. You know,
Thank you, Boo.
switches are, I mean, they're pricey, but
They're still not. You're not having to build like exam rooms or
you're
nothing
not
like
building
that.
like an addition to a hospital or like adding on brick and mortar somewhere. So I think we catered kind of those smaller type of donations.
That's awesome.
It's like family foundations and, like I said, schools, and that's where we get some of those from.
Definitely.
Cool. Thanks for the question, Taport. That was you, right, Taport?
Yep.
All right. And thank you so much for your time, Mike, this weekend. All 3 days,
man.
Mike came through here to help explain his organization in detail.
I really appreciate you guys doing this, man. I think it's such a cool way to raise money and advocate for us and just raise awareness about what we're doing out here. So,
Yeah.
Seems to be one of those things that has very, very few downsides in engaging in.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys letting me jump on here these last couple of days.
Oh yeah, that's the highlight of the show, Mike.
Thank you all again for doing this, and we appreciate it.
We got Boop Snoot saying, "For real, you are a real one."
So are you, Boop Snoot. Okay, any other? I'm gonna hop up, but last chance for any hard-hitting questions. Me and Joker are gonna go hang out. For
That was what I was gonna say. What's Joker up to later? But you already spilled the beans.
Don't worry, nobody's clipping it. You know, we're deleting the VOD.
Off the record.
Wink.
So to anybody in the chats, we got about another 8 hours left of streaming. We will more than likely leave the charity link open for an additional 24 hours for any last-minute donations.
Yeah, I believe so. We'll close it. We'll close it.
Ish, the 17th.
Yeah, maybe even later. I'll if you want to know exactly when your window closes, you can join the Discord. Boops, if you want to pop that in there for me. This is where we plan these events, and if you're interested in getting involved in any way, please contact us. But at the very least, you'll be in the know. And if you're a Twitch streamer or anything like that, it's a good place to self-promo and all that stuff too. We're a rad, easygoing bunch of peeps, and it'd be nice to have you in there. Oh, well, thank you, Commander.
No, you? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Venomous, for the posture check. And thank you once again, Mike, for joining us. And and remember, everybody, holidayheroes.org. That's holiday-heroes.org. I believe we have that on. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Boops. And yeah, and if suppose you don't have any you're waiting for pay, you would like to donate, but you're waiting for payday, you can donate directly through their website if our link is shut down by then. So please, tab it, bookmark it, email it to yourself or whatever, and give when you can. And we appreciate all y'all.
Yeah, thank you guys. And I know my email was circling around yesterday. Put in the chat again if you guys want to reach out with any questions, concerns, anything you guys have. But
oh, absolutely, the direct line. Commander, do you have that from the Discord? It was in there.
Yeah, it's in there. I can grab it.
Thank you.
Ogie and Lucy's chat says, "Bye, Batman. Say hi to Wonder Woman for me."
I'll put in a good word.
Awesome.
Right, guys.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Talk to you soon.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye,
Love
Mike.
that, man.
Hell yeah, good stuff, gang. Good stuff.
So
Yeah,
cool. So
absolutely.
awesome that he's willing to take the time to come on, and like it makes everything just feel so much more official and transparent.
Yeah, it's validating, isn't it?
It feels pretty nice. And we owe it to Galleon for coming up with the idea last year to contact the Jordan Porco Foundation.
Such a good idea.
Who we fundraised with last year. And we had a representative from them eagerly accept the offer and joined us for that event.
That's super cool.
And
that's what baffled me. It was literally just a gaffe of like, you know what?
This whole thing has been just a gaffe. And I want to reiterate that these harebrained ideas we occasionally have can be real if the conditions are right and we put the necessary amount of effort toward it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's like everyone's been saying this weekend, be the change you want to be. If you want to do something for charity, just make it happen. Figure out what you got to do and just execute it.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be $1 for an organization of your choice. It could be as simple as that, or it could be joining the PSI Hype Discord and getting involved with next year's PSI Hope event.
Right.
I'll find something for you to do.
I mean, we had a lovely addition to commentary just on a whim, and did very, very well. They said they were shy, and they came in and.
Oh yeah, remember Light
That's a
Roxas
part.
yesterday jumped on into the commentary.
Yeah, I couldn't have been more happy about that.
Yeah, that's super rad, and and our power grows with every little bit of effort everybody contributes.
Absolutely. Well, alrighty then.
So back to the raid. Where are you at, Galleon? I'm trying to buy the thing that lets me open the gate, but they're not selling it.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too because I didn't see it in the lineup.
Yeah, it's supposed to be under key items.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I've never done a speed run for this. Ever.
Well, it's not even like, I mean, oh, I know what it is. We have to kill Cleric Beast.
Oh,
Cleric Beast
okay.
drops the Sword Hunter badge, which unlocks not only buying Kirkhammer, but also that charm that gets you through the gate. I remember now.
Gross. I don't want to kill him.
And
Do
to
we
answer
want Mike's
Boop's-
email? Oh, sorry. Do we want Mike's email in the chats or just in the Discord?
Yeah, you can put it in the chat. It's already sitting in the Discord chat somewhere in there.
I keep bumping it up, so.
There we go.
It's also on the holiday-heroes.org/contact.
Ah, okay.
His email is
yeah.
on their contact page.
Excellent.
In addition to all their social media, they do have a Twitter and Instagram, a LinkedIn, and a Facebook page
Nice.
that you guys can connect with. And if anybody has some free time, wants to donate their time instead of money, charities are always looking for extra hands.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you're in one of their local areas.
Yeah, Tapor actually brought up the. I feel like a goof now. You had asked Mike about local charities that he's really interested in. I believe it was U.S.
It was United Way.
United Way.
For sure.
United
I
Way.
think it may have been UnitedWay.org. But yeah, I actually wrote it down. I know
Yeah, it
for
was United Way.
100% sure.
It's something
I
that
will
would
be
pop up
reaching out.
easy in Google with United Way also, because they're a major like umbrella organization type thing, right?
That's
oh yeah, I know
right,
there's
yeah.
a United Way in my city.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do a lot of different work. I had volunteered in United Way locally for a while there,
Oh, there you go.
and
Cool.
they do all sorts of stuff.
So if you guys are feeling froggy and haven't got enough of charity, which I mean, who could have enough of charity, really? Donating your time is, especially locally and in different organizations around your cities. Do your research and go out and spread the good.
That's right.
Also,
That's right.
it looks really good on your resume if you haven't gotten a job yet or are just starting to job hunt.
Oh
Or
yeah, anybody
have some
involved with
downtime between your jobs.
anybody involved with
you're,
PSI Hope, do add this to your resume.
Yeah.
Because
Also, if you're in school, volunteering hours are sometimes for certain things mandatory, and it looks great as well for certain what's the word, scholarships.
Yeah, I mean
So-
letters of recommendation and stuff. If people who write a letter of recommendation know you're involved with stuff like this, they'll mention it. All kind, milk it for what it's worth. Dang it, because
Yeah,
we didn't
please.
got much down at our level of things. We got what we got, and we got to play with the hand we're dealt. And I think PSI Hope is a pretty nice card to be dealt.
I couldn't
it's
agree
super
more.
cool.
It's been good for my life. I'm glad I've stuck
Let's
with it.
let's make this a quarterly thing. I'm having too much fun. I don't want to have to wait a whole year to do this.
Oh
again.
man, if I had the time to plan this scale of event 4 times a year, I certainly would. I can probably have the capacity for this one major and then a minor, and I think we're probably going to do that for New Year's.
Cool.
Yeah, there are talks of a New Year's Sci Hope.
But of course, if anybody wants to
research.
join Sci Hope and take a major organizational role the way I have in this whole thing, I am happy to split those duties.
But you do it so well.
Well, I mean, I would have high standards for whoever came in to who I would delegate some
Absolutely.
stuff to, of course, and
Yeah.
I would, all that stuff. But I'm positive I'm not the only person with the capacity for this.
I know I'm not. Oh, sorry.
No, keep
Sam
going.
Smith just barricaded its way into my brain.
But yes, I'm going to take me a quick bathroom break as I grind up, as I right before I go try to beat Cleric Beast. So I'll be back.
I've got to do a lot of farming, unfortunately. Like it's a tall order to go through without any. Yeah, I'm having a wee bit of an issue here.
Can somebody remind me what the ring is and where I get it to go see Four Kings?
You have to go kill a dog, which I know isn't that good.
Oh, Seif. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Yes, Sif.
Where?
In the garden.
I
Closest
have
one
killed
is...
Sif. What is the ring that Sif
Oh,
drops?
Covenant of
Artorias.
Artorias.
Oh, there it is. Duh.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Covenant of Artorias.
All right, Four Kings, here I come.
Oh,
Get 'em!
I thought Lucy had it that time. She had him down to like a single bar.
Someone's sound alert at her and it freaked her out.
Lucy's on Artorias right now?
Oh,
Yeah.
she
Oh,
had
man.
it.
Maybe I can catch up, and then I'll be stuck on Artorias. I did kill Demon Fire Sage, which I know. Hold the applause.
No, congratulations. Seriously.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'll have to. After this, I want to go back and record how many hours every boss took and all that.
No. I don't do that. Your mental health is way too important.
No, Galleon walked straight in, one-shot Manus. Wasn't anything that happened with that.
Yep, exactly. And that is what I'm taking to the grave. If
Oh,
nobody can
segmented
prove.
runs. Okay.
Yeah, nobody can prove that anything went wrong.
Congrats.
Thanks, man. It was really hard. But being as good
You
as
pulled
I
it
am.
through?
Yeah. Being as good as I am.
I don't know if there's really a doable, consistent way to do it without that. I can't remember what I think it's like a talisman or something you find that gives you like a shield against magic. Is there a way to fight Manus
the
without
amulet?
that?
Yes.
That's what it is, yeah.
Where
I've killed him without
and
using it
just swing.
before, but
I did it this time, so
Jeez. I don't think I could do it without.
honestly, I've always done it without that little stupid amulet because
Y'all are crazy.
the item, like having to focus on, I can use an item to do blah blah. No, I can't focus on that. I cannot divide my focus like that. I'm already dealing with the fact that Manus is going to wombo combo. He's going to cast magic at me regardless. Oh, I can get rid of that. No, I can't. I can't think of that while I'm still panicking.
That's just
So
one
no.
other thing to think about.
Yeah, and so I've never fought him with the item in question. I have never fought him with that.
fighting.
And I beat him every time.
all right.
So
All right. Okay. Noted.
The last when I fought him for this run is the first time I used the amulet, and it definitely made focusing on the fight a lot harder. So
That makes because like I that's how I tried to fight him originally, and like I was so focused on when I had to use it that I would miss such huge windows of opportunity to actually do damage on him.
yeah,
When his big ass hand sticks out at me like that.
yeah,
Pop
and
him up.
you're
weird.
also you
hand.
get into a position where you might accidentally heal yourself when you want to.
That's true too. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to heal yourself when he's casting the magic, and then you want to. Why, brain? Why are you doing this to me?
Exactly.
You want to do the other thing. You want to do the vice versa.
What's the one verb we invented to smack an individual as if they owe you money?
It wasn't Smeckledorf. That's the first thing that came to mind, though.
Slobber knock.
Slobber knock.
knock,
There you
yeah,
go. Yeah, just
slobber
go
knock.
slobber knock him right quick.
It was definitely slobber knocked. My bad. I am suffering from bloodborne-itis at the moment.
Blood loss.
I hate this game. I really do.
Is it
Oh,
a
I am-
bloodborne disease?
Yeah, it's a thing that happens to my brain where. Hey,
another donut.
An edgelord.
Ooh. Edgelord Cthulhu with $40 to Holiday Heroes Foundation. Thank you so much for your contribution. You are a beautiful human being, and we are at $1,739 for Holiday Heroes, where we are about to touch our 4th goal, which is absolutely insane. We came at this with the belief that maybe $500 would be all right, and it's turned out to overperform as it should have. We've beaten 3 goals already, and we are well on our way to hit that 4th one.
Oh yes.
Where can I find said edgelord? You want to give him a hug? Because I do. No,
Name
but
something
seriously,
edgier than donating $40 to charity.
I know, right?
I honestly can't think of one. Yeah, no, I can't think of one.
Donating $50 to charity.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Edgy. $69 to charity.
See, but that's in nice numbers. So that cancels the edge out.
What's the
that's
edgiest
just
number? $666.
1337. I want an elite donation, and I want it now.
Okay, someone quick with math. If we were to get elite donation now, how much would we be at?
I mean, I got you. You give me one
we
moment.
already missed the elite number. It's 1337.
Yep, 1337. Yeah, we beat that. We didn't actually touch it, which makes me angry. But it's fine. It's okay. No, it's fine. Everything's great.
No,
Everything's
we-
fine. They're fine.
Look, we can just get to the next one, which is
3,076. If somebody dropped 1337 right now, we would be at $3,076, and we would have hit our meme goal, which is a meme goal at this moment. You know, it's for the joke, it's for the laughs, it's for the gaff. But if we were to
Till
hit
it isn't.
yeah, if we were to hit it, good lord, I don't know what I would do. I think I might relive the moment of Tony Stark talking to his daughter and cry my eyes out.
Do a live
Just in
reenactment
that,
of it.
Yes. Oh, for sure. Who wants to be Morgan? I don't want to be Tony Stark. I think I'm just gonna be the.
Well, I mean,
I'll be the cameraman.
No. So we have Negatron. Negatron has a big camera, and Galleon, you're within touching reach. So Negatron's Tony Stark, and then you're the daughter. Perfect.
There you
Well,
go.
let's see.
And
Would I be able to do the
Hi.
accent of Morgan?
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back, Nick. Because she's got that very sweet and adorable lisp. One of my favorite.
You got that really
childlike
sweet and
accents.
adorable beard going on.
I
Like the
mean,
resemblance is uncanny.
I mean, stop it. You stop it right now. Got me blushing over here.
Hell yeah.
Shut up.
Galley the ablution.
You damn right. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to not die here, but my farming is almost done, and I can actually start making progress again.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to be killing cleric at least. I just
So
started
we'll do
like
it.
kind of wandering around.
Yeah, same.
So we'll do an
What-
hourly update on where everyone's at. So Lucy is currently.
Ooh, hold on. We got
Calm down.
$13.37.
No.
The
The
madman.
lead number!
He did it.
Hold on, what?
29 plays games.
1337.
What's the significance of 1337?
1337 it is leet speak. From those of you who are older than Sin, MIRRC. People started talking with symbols as a way to show their
Sevens
prowess.
instead of T's, threes instead of
Yeah.
E's.
Oh.
Yeah, it is leet speak.
Okay.
And
So what does that mean?
leet speak
Elite.
is you are elite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you know,
I'm
there's
old as
the-
dirt, and I knew nothing about that.
you had to be in the Counter-Strike circles.
Oh, there you
scrimming
go.
On IRC back in the day.
It also
that's-
took off again for its second renaissance with the Homestuck webcomic.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Hence my
It's
unfamiliarity. I know
basically
nothing of
speaking
Homestuck.
with symbolized webdings and wingdings.
All right, I could dig it. Well, thank you again so much. 29 plays
from my
games.
stream. He's been in here like since the first hour of my stream,
Nice.
starting on Friday.
Dope. Well, I appreciate your dedication, 29.
Yeah, thank you so
Seriously,
much.
yeah, he's been like watching the stream as long as I've been streaming. For
That's
this whole
awesome.
event.
Awesome possum.
We
And
love it. We love to see it.
and yeah, I guess Sergeant Taco was going about an update.
Yeah, sorry
so
about that.
No,
Oh, no, yeah, we had the
don't be
dono.
Sorry, we got the dono. Let's go for that.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, so Lucy at the top left, currently in a 1v1 duel with Artorias. She has been learning at this point, she can almost see the code running through the game.
She can read him.
Yeah, pretty much read them. Again, she has defeated all the lords, so all she has is the 3 remaining DLC bosses, so Artorias, Manus, and Calamite, and then can go after Gwyn and see the credits. Then, right below her, we have Sekatai, who, also in a 1v1 vendetta, is going up against the 4 kings. They only have the 4 kings and Gwyn left. They ended up getting extremely close about 2 fights ago, where they were on the last king, and then a grab attack came out and sucked them in.
That's
grab
big
attacks.
sad. Grab attacks, yeah. They
So
get you.
if he's able to pull it through, he will see the credits. Or he'll learn to parry. Let's say he'll learn to parry Gwyn pretty.
Hopefully.
And he'll see the credits for the first time as well. This is his first run.
His
through
first,
Dark
yeah, it'll
Souls,
be his
and
first
I am so
completion
proud.
once he finishes it off.
Yeah. And then below Sekatai is Tapwort. Hello, Tapwort.
Hello, how's it going?
What are you currently looking into?
I am hitting up the 4 kings now.
Yes.
Oh wait, I'm going the wrong
So,
way.
Tapwort was taking a vacation, let's say, to hell, and ended up finding this really large, beastly creature. Got into a 1v1 vendetta, ended up finally defeating it, and has now moved on to a less lasagna-filled area, and instead is now in darkness. So they're having a great time.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
Then going on to the right side, these are all the runners who have finished their runs and have moved on to other FromSoft titles. So we got Blood Moon at the top right.
Hey.
They are currently going through Dark Souls 2, and roughly where they're at is just after the halfway mark. So they're fighting a boss called Mirror Knight, and they're
Notorious.
Yeah, Notorious. There's
The
a
notorious
few-
Artorias.
Let's say there's a few phases kind of thing where he'll slam his shield down, and if Blood Moon's playing online, it will actually summon another player in to make his life not so much fun.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
I'm
one
on
of those
PC,
things.
so luckily I just get the NPCs.
Yeah.
Oh good.
Luckily.
It does spawn
And then-
NPCs off the network though.
It's a boss fight with PvP elements because From Software
Because FromSoft hates you.
Yeah.
The F in FromSoft is not for from.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's F RomSoft.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good joke, Taco.
Oh,
me and you
yeah,
just
that
double.
is-
Yeah, we
oh,
just
that's
knocked that
so
out. I'm
good.
sorry. Comedy
No,
Chivo
you're good.
achieved.
That is
Um,
fantastic.
And then below Blood Moon is Galleon and Negatron. They are currently in a head-to-head run of Bloodborne, where they started it yesterday, and I believe both of you got at least to the church, but now you've gone back to fight Cleric Beast to get a item that lets you buy a key to get further into the game.
Wow.
So they're roughly near the beginning of the game. And
Yeah,
I'd say
I've
20%.
got Father Gas beat and Bloodstarved Beast beat.
I have let go of the Bloodstarved Beast because I'm not a speedrunner and I am not doing well. I've had to do some farming this morning.
Alfred, where are you, by the way? I brought you in here. I brought you in. You're not at the. You didn't come through.
Is Alfred dealing with the dogs outside?
Maybe. Oh, that's right. I didn't kill the crows or the giant. I just ran by. Well,
Oh, stop it!
I guess
No,
I guess I'm dealing with Cleric Beast co-op health by myself. Challenge mode,
camera.
engage.
The camera pans over and Alfred's just sitting down with him having a coffee, being like, "Oh yeah, I was supposed to be helping some guy. I don't know where he went off to."
This guy took off. I don't know where he went.
Ow! Ow! but we're having a great time is really what it boils down to. We have where's my eyes going here? We have a whole 10 hours left, guys, and we have a little bit of a what we thought would be a lofty goal.
First try
that
cleric
is,
beast.
Turning out to be
Let's go.
more and more real as time goes on. So if you feel like you got some money in your britches,
Oh,
go
hi,
ahead
Alfred.
And, pop them into that donate link that has been popping up in the chat, and you know, give to a great cause.
Oh yeah.
And if you're unable to, the fact that you're here is enough. You are enough, and we love you greatly.
That's true, and feel free to spread the word. Somebody might be able to give, and by virtue of your efforts, more good is done in the world thusly.
Absolutely.
But yeah, the views count though. More views, more visibility, and you know how that little snowball works on the algo, which is my hip way of saying algorithm.
If you don't understand all that, which I mean, to be fair, maybe not. It's the Twitch thing, so
Yeah.
just
But yeah,
Twitch
it's
thing that
suffice
all
to
of us
say,
streamers have to be aware of.
suffice to say, y'all rock, and this has been an outstanding event. It's been an outstanding event since about 5 hours in the first session when we met first goal. It's all been gravy after that, and it's a lot of gravy.
I just got another. I didn't know that you could do that twice.
What?
Well, I mean, I kind of knew, but I've never done the damage output necessary to make that happen. A second visceral attack on Cleric Beast.
There's
Oh, yeah,
actually a way to brute force it. So you know how in Bloodborne each boss has like different health bars for different limbs?
Yeah.
If you go around all of them, you can get multiple, like more than just 2 viscerals over time.
Yeah, I've only ever gotten the one, and then he never gave me an opportunity to do it again.
Yeah, what I like to do, I forgot to equip my mollies before going in there, but I like to open it up by smacking her with one right in the face, and that triggers a stagger most of the time, and you can get a visceral off of that, and then I focus on the arm, and then that staggers that, and so you can melt her health bar pretty quick that way.
Yeah. Well, Cleric Beast is done, so all
Nice.
those tips are
Good
worth
deal.
us to
We
be
both
done.
first tried the Cleric Beast, eh? Sweet.
That was not first try, no.
Oh, never mind.
No, that was first try. What are you talking about?
Yeah, first try today.
Good job.
Thanks, guys.
You did great,
Wow.
Gally. You're the best.
Like, I don't think anyone has not first tried their boss. Like, it's just been going the whole time.
Smooth
Yeah, I mean,
sailing.
we've got Perry Queen not actually taking the fight seriously and making sure that she learns everything she needs to learn.
No.
in order to
She's
murder
studying.
him.
She's teaching Artorias how to get good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, this has just been incredible. You guys rule. Love you all. Oh, did you guys know that I actually just learned a thing that I didn't realize was a thing. If you upgrade your weapon, it actually repairs it.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, so it doesn't take extra things to repair. That's awesome. I did not know that.
Oh yeah, that's your best echo economy is as long as you're upgrading your weapon regularly, you shouldn't ever actually have to do the repair option at the workbench.
Unless you're bad, like unless you're bad, like
No. Look, we've seen your one-shot Cleric Beast fight. Like, come on.
One hit. I can't believe it. I've never seen it.
I have definitely platinumed this game at one point, but it's reminding me that I need to take it a little bit more seriously than I have.
We also been playing Dark Souls 1 for 18 hours before playing this, so it's like, all right, muscle memory, screw you, it's time to learn something new.
Hep, please hep. Yeah, no, I'm still having a blast though, and it's nice to be back in Yharnam.
I love being in Yharnam. Bloodborne is my jam. I wanna start making Bloodborne trick weapon props so bad. There's this dude on Twitter I
Yeah.
follow that like makes them immaculately full working trick weapon replica props, and oh my holy smokes! I bet you, I was like, I was first inspired to try by actually looking at my kid's Razor scooter because of how the folding mechanism is
Yeah.
on those. It's got a big lever, and you can kind of work a Razor scooter like a saw cleaver if you're
Yeah.
careful.
So what you're saying is next year's incentive, scooter saw cleaver for the highest donation.
Yes, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I heard too. It's
Oh
weird.
man, no, but that is something I was considering, and it
generous,
ended up manifesting in the form of the PSI Hope coins as an incentive reward. But
Mm-hmm.
next year I might like actually make a thing that is like the top donor reward, and it'll be like one of my foam cosplay props or something.
Oh, that's why I'm not doing extra damage. Lol. Okay.
All right, I got enough echoes for the thing.
I upgraded my weapon. I upgraded the threaded cane, and then I wasn't using the threaded cane. I'm like, why am I not doing more damage?
It's
Because you're not using the weapon.
because it's still in your pocket, you fiend.
Did you intend to be using the weapon in your pocket, or did you want to use the new one?
Oh, I'm using
I
the
want
weapon in
to
my pocket,
use the
all right.
threaded
No.
cane. It's the weapon that I feel most comfortable. It's the most sword-like. Ah!
So I've got a question.
Yeah.
Now that I'm all out of transient curse, how am I supposed to get to that lever to lower the water level? Or up to the roof?
You could be very wily.
You can get really good at running. Do you have Havel's
Yep.
set? Oh wait, you know
I
that
do.
grass set that you walked away from? So that grass set you walked away from at the very beginning of the game, but no. So Havel's set, you can wear that and brute force run into, let's say, Ghost House and run up the ladder, and then they won't be able to stop you.
Are you talking about the
Yeah.
stone armor?
Yeah, the
No,
stone armor.
yeah.
I did go
Uh,
back and get that. Is
okay.
the stone armor better than Havel's for any reason?
Havel's is the best.
Okay.
Yeah, Havel's
Then
is
I'll do
actually
that.
the best. It's also the heaviest.
Well, luckily I'm very strong.
Yeah.
Confirmed
You won't
Hunter
need a
Chief
weapon
Emblem.
since you can't kill anything.
Oh, that's a good point as well. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We equip weight maxing here.
Look at me. I'm just Havel taking a stroll.
Or you can go get cursed again, and you can hit ghosts while you're
Ooh, yeah.
cursed.
You can also buy
Oh, you
transient.
can?
Son of a.
I've already bought
so-
all the curse that I could get.
Oh, mobbed in old Yonham was Galleon.
Yeah, the original thing that would happen is you would go into the depths, find a frog, think that what the frog is breathing is good, get cursed, and then basically be stuck for the entirety of the game with half health. Until
Yeah.
for some reason you discovered Santa Claus in a very dark, dingy pit of not friendly people, and then you could actually cure it.
Literally,
But
the
it-
only good thing about his positioning is that as a cursed person, you can actually start hitting the ghosts.
I did not
Yeah.
know that. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
like
they-
it's implied through the description of transient curse, and then later on, if you get real cursed, which will be many hours later in the game usually, you might connect the dots.
And he's in prepared to
Oh.
die edition, so there's no place to buy them either, huh?
The
The
undead
the
merchant
sewer
lady.
witch sells.
Yeah.
Oh, the sewer witch does sell them
couple of
in.
them, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is a limited amount.
Yeah, I bought all of hers already.
All right. So
And
yeah,
I
just
used the
just
one that I
avoid
found in the
basilisks. You'll be fine.
But that's
Damn,
all right.
damn,
we got
damn.
this Havel's armor. We'll be good.
Yeah, you'll get it, bud.
All
Am I gonna
right.
first
that's-
try run through Shrine of Amana?
Oh
You
man.
do.
This is gonna be it. I'm gonna first try it right now.
Anybody who has played Dark
So-
Souls 2 knows that Shrine of Amana
Ooh,
is
bitch.
probably the
Also-
worst area.
Is it Scholar of the First
yeah.
Sin, Shrine of Amana?
It is Scholar of the First Shin.
Oh,
Sin,
no.
Yes.
Not the first
Oh,
shin.
God. Oh god.
Yeah, it's the only edition I own, so.
I don't envy you.
That's the only
I don't
edition I've
envy me
tried.
either.
I'm looking
This is
forward.
the only part of this game that I can objectively say is bad.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad.
Like I can't even fight you on it. This area is just bad.
Like right now, my only hope of liking Dark Souls 2 is the fact that I've only tried Scholar. And
yeah.
I have non-scholar now, and I'm looking and I'm hoping I can I won't bounce off of it.
Non-scholar is so much easier, dude.
Really?
I hear
Yes.
different things that it is harder, but maybe not so much harder, or it's
To-
harder for people who are familiar with the first version because it's like new enemy positions and everything, so all your expectations are subverted.
Yeah, like
Oh yeah, I know the enemy positioning is way different.
the enemy positioning is different. The amount of enemies is different because Scholar of the First Sin is what they had originally intended for Dark Souls 2, and decided to scrap a lot of the concepts early to kind of dumb things down a little bit. But the Scholar of the First Sin is the intended way they wanted it to be.
Like when you get a full release of a game, and then later on you're like, finally, the beta came out.
Yeah.
So they intended it for it to be bad.
To put it in perspective,
Well,
Shrine of Amana.
I don't really.
has, let's
I'm not
say-
suspicious of that intent.
To put it in perspective, Shrine of Amana has about, let's say, 30 enemies in the original base game. About, let's say, like 10 magic people and 20 little claw guys that hide in the water. In the new version, they basically double
playing.
all that, and
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's painful.
You basically get shot at the entire way. There's random Cyclops hippos. There's
Horrible.
weird lizard people just everywhere. It's just not a fun time.
Oh, and you're also in waist-high water, so you can't really move that
Oh
fast.
yeah, so you can't. Your sprint speed is now what your walk speed used to be.
That was a great Billy Mays moment there. But wait,
Oh.
there's more.
Oh, yeah, but
I
wait.
wonder how much
There's
the two
more.
different versions plays into people's opinions on if it's good or not. I'm sure there's a lot of people who played one version and swear it's not that bad, and other people who played the other and are like, no, it's horrible.
So I'm in that boat. I only played the first version, and I was like, okay, it's fine. It's not their top game. And then people donated to get me to play Scholar of the First Sin, and oh boy,
Oh boy.
They made you eat your words.
Wow. All right.
Scholar
Well,
of the
that's
First Sin is the
interesting. I'll
only
definitely
edition
check
I
out the
played, so.
non-scholar version in that case, because that's
Yeah.
all I have.
Yeah, the non-scholar version is just a tad nicer,
That's good.
but I emphasis on a tad.
you'll still experience all the fun bosses and everything.
Yeah, and honestly, the bosses are the strongest point of Dark Souls 2. I like the bosses of
Oh
Dark
yeah,
Souls
the
2.
bosses are except for Suralon. Fuck that guy.
No,
With all
I
due
even
respect,
love him.
of course, but like, fuck
I
that
even
guy.
love him.
Oh,
No,
it was a
he's
good
fun
fight.
boss.
It was a great fight. Just
Yeah, heck him.
fuck that guy.
Just heck him. Heck him
Yeah,
good.
heck him, he's strong as shit. And it doesn't matter what time you approach him, he's still an ass. But he's
just-
so
yeah,
good.
absurd.
Like I love his lore. I love I love everything about him except
yeah.
for the fact that he's difficult.
Oh yeah. Did you know
Mm-hmm.
that if you no-hit him, he actually has a specialized death animation?
That's incredible. I did not know that. No.
Yeah. If you manage to no-hit him, he actually commits seppuku
Wow.
Oh my god.
at the
really?
end of the fight. Yeah, his death animation is he plunges his sword into his stomach before he fades away.
Wow. That's amazing.
I found that out on my own.
No!
I like this
Damn it!
exchange that we get out of these things, you know, like even though the internet exists, and if one, you know, really goes through the effort, you can become comprehensive, you know, on your own based on internet research on all these games. But just getting together and like talking about it while playing the games, the social, the old meta social aspect of video gaming
Yes.
that is kind of taking a
Yes.
back seat is still present, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit.
Yes, I agree. I love it. Gaming has become so antisocial for the most part. Like, I feel like
Oh,
I
yeah,
have a young sister-in-law. She's like 15, 14. She has friends at school that she still plays with, so she gets that social aspect. But I feel like as soon as you get a job and like, you know, graduate, you really start losing a lot of those connections.
And
really
and
fast.
there's like
It's kinda
even
disappointing.
in game design, like there's so many games that come out without local multiplayer anymore that would be great local multiplayer
Yes,
games, and
yes.
it's like, come on, you know, like I want to play with my homeboy here, and I don't want him to have to sit next to me with his Switch with his copy of the game, you know.
The death of couch co-op is really what bothered me because
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if there was any like Gears of War fans in the chat, But
we
played a
might
little
have
bit, but
Sekatai
not too
jumping
much.
in a second.
Oh,
He
okay.
just beat 4 kings for
Oh,
the very first time.
Yeah.
He had a little dance for himself,
Nice.
so he might be popping in.
I
Very
insist upon
nice.
summoning Captain Sekatai because that is no trivial achievement in one's
I'll go
soul's
get him.
career.
Okay.
That is
I am
There he
one
is.
boss
Oh, he
closer.
came back.
There's a
the
guy.
One boss
boy.
closer.
Well done, Capitan.
Very
Yo,
nice.
Edgelord, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate
Here
it.
Yo,
comes
Edgelord
the
came
boy.
through. We had that dono from them earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Edgelord, and thank you for supporting Captain Sekatai. He's he's one of the homies.
So what's the status on your hollowing at this exact moment? Buddy? Like, how you feeling? Are you all right?
I'm ready to kill Gwen. I'm
All
ready to
right.
be done with this.
That's
I
the
like
spirit.
that
Hell yeah.
enthusiasm.
That's
Let's
the
go.
spirit. QI of the tiger. It intensifies. How do you feel about parrying?
Hey, listen. Awesome. That's awesome. How do I feel about parrying? I have maybe successfully parried once in a different.
If anything,
Parrying doesn't exist.
you give Gwyn a couple of tries. Parrying is his Achilles heel, and he's got a pretty nice window for it. You just got to kind of get over the intimidation factor. That being said, if you bounce off of him a bunch of times, get sick of doing that run back, go ahead and do a lap around Anne Orlando with Silver Knights. They are excellent parry practice.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
great parry teachers.
Okay.
They telegraph things in a way that you can easily digest.
They got a nice
And-
big window of success too in their animations for hitting it, and it's not too dissimilar from what Gwyn does. It's just Gwyn's strokes move a little faster.
And he does a
Yeah,
hair more damage. So
just hair.
I feel like Gwyn, a couple of his attacks though are really easy to time. Like they're very telegraphed.
Yeah,
when
there's
coming
a couple. They come quicker than Silver Knight strokes, but they share the characteristics of this is my swing back. This is when I start actually swinging toward you. So now it's time to slap your shield.
And also, I don't think anybody has said this to you yet, Sekatai. You being a music man, every animation cycle, and this has been all but confirmed by
The game
From
is in
Software.
4/4 time.
It is in 4/4 time. So the moment he starts his animation, 1, 2, 3, 4.
But
By
that
time
the
animation
tempo
is
will
over,
vary.
It'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually. It does not vary.
Well, it
only
depends
varies
on the length of the tell,
Dancer.
because Gwyn could definitely do a stroke that's parryable that takes less than a second from, or about a second from wind up to strike. So
I
that's
guess
definitely a
it's just
tempo
different
increase.
BPM.
But yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a beat
Well, that's
per
what
minute,
tempo
but it's
is.
still a 4x4.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's when I heard about that, my Dark Souls 3 play went from casual to expert in like a day. And I
yeah, I
actually
play the Dark
beat-
Souls.
I actually beat Dancer because Dancer is a 3x4, not a 4x4.
That's why she fucks me up.
Yeah,
so
that's
bad.
why she fucks you up so bad. It's because it's a different
She's
style.
literally dancing to a different beat.
Yes,
Really
and her,
She's waltzing.
Yeah.
and her music
Um,
actually showcases that too. So, being a musically inclined man, this is a rhythm game at the end of the day. It is.
That's probably why sound cues help me so much.
Yes. Sound cues and visual cues on a 4 beat.
That's why they give you a nice big sound cue when you pull off a parry too.
Yeah.
You get that.
So keep that in mind, Sekatai. It might help.
Yeah, we don't want to overload you. You know, just
No.
keep your mind limber. But go fight Gwyn. We believe in you.
Where Gwen at though?
Do you remember where you put the big cereal bowl down at?
No.
You got to
At
talk
this-
to the big
Oh,
snake man at Firelink.
Yeah, go back to
Oh,
Firelink
okay,
and talk
okay,
to the
okay,
big.
okay. That's why I didn't remember, because I had only been there like once.
Yep.
There's been a lot of trial and tribulation since then.
And you'll rest at the big cereal
Lord
bowl, and there
Vestal
will be
it
an
up.
option to drop Lord Soul.
Super rad.
I
And
only
all,
have one Lord
There
Soul
he
on me
is.
now, for the record.
Okay, I actually killed Durga this time the right way.
Now, question, because y'all, I did use them. Oh, I don't
Oh.
even have that.
They're in key items.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
not.
they're
Yeah,
so-
they're not ones you can
Oh,
eat.
these.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
choice when you sit at the bowl to drop them in. You don't even need to look at them in your inventory or nothing.
Yeah, just go take a sit at Soul Bowl and
Soul Bowl.
Cereal bowl, the soul bowl.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when you feed him the shards?
He converts it down to the next tier of upgrade material. So if you happen to get a bunch of one kind of material, you can kind of get it to another one, but it's not really.
It's not efficient. It's much more efficient to grind for upgrade materials than it is to work through Framped.
However, Framped does act as a cell.
Yeah, the conversion rate's real
as a
shitty
merchant.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he is.
Break shards
if you got a
for
bunch of
tools.
items you don't
Yeah,
care
shards,
about,
right? Yeah,
it's
shards.
not a terrible idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's like almost one of those things that you could go down to, like say, like Seath's, the Duke's Archives, and kill a couple enemies in the same amount of time it would take to run through your inventory and sell the things to make the same amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You doing
Becky?
okay over there,
Oh my
Galleon?
God.
Sorry, I had
Gravity.
Classic
Just
Dark
gravity.
Souls.
Let's see.
The true Dark Souls experience.
I think the next year we'll need a gravity counter.
You should.
Yeah, like a death counter for just oops, I fell.
I'm gonna need a counter for how many times I died to this fucking.
Hey, Mama
frog
Peach,
here in a
thanks for
minute.
coming in. Mama Peach, everybody, my lovely girlfriend and main mod and supporter primary.
Gotta take you to
Hi, Mama Peach. How you
Tacos,
doing? Hello.
Look how close we are to $2,000.
Good, man.
We're within 250.
250? Guys, that's incredible. What are we doing? 250.
We fundraises
Isn't
and
that bad?
and we
Wait,
get
we
to
hit
be
250?
veterans.
No,
Okay,
we're
so-
whoa, 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 whoa.
I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Why wasn't I informed of this?
No. We're
Was it just a
$250
cutscene
away.
from here, and then I fight
Yeah.
him.
Well, there's a run up.
y-
You'll see.
You walk for about a minute and a half.
Yeah, you'll see. It's a lovely walk. It's very
You can
pretty.
also you can train your parries in a more perilous situation to get yourself comfortable with the hard hitting, all the way to him with
Yeah,
the
that's-
Black Knights
that's
that are
true,
all
too.
around.
Oh,
That's
there are
tr-
Black Knights. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
you can get comfortable with.
This
getting
is
your
also where
ass
you
handed
could
to
grind for any Black Knight weapon you want, pretty much, too, I
Absolutely.
think. But it's
Yep.
right before the last boss.
Do I have to fight them?
don't have to
No,
if
you
you
can
want.
actually run past them. You got to be a little crafty, though. And also, once you're in the fog door, do yourself a favor and roll forward
Yeah.
once you're in. Because they could stab you
Otherwise,
through.
The halberd homie right in front of it will stab you in the back.
Yeah, he can poke you through the fog door.
Oh, and there is a spot where I would recommend try to bait him out as far as you possibly can. Don't try to
Practice.
don't try to meet him where he is.
We'll say
he
let
will
let's
probably
sec
knock
find
off.
him and go in. Let's let him.
I didn't say what. will
Let's let
happen.
let's
You
let
might
him.
know.
Nothing's gonna happen. Just a boss fight. Sec, go for it.
Okay, that must not have been a successful parry because he didn't do anything.
No.
There's partial parries if you're too early or too
Yeah.
just slightly too late.
Yeah, you'll hear the boom noise that happens when
That
you.
sound effect is amazing, by the way.
Yeah, it's a really satisfying effect. If
Oh, God.
if the riposte opens up, which is the follow through attack, you'll hear a boom when you hit the parry,
Oh,
and
hey,
and they'll
parry.
take a knee.
There you go.
Hey, good job.
Now just do that.
Frequent breaks, frequent breaks, frequent breaks.
That's it,
I am
Gally.
walking
Oh,
away
I
right
missed
this
that.
minute.
That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, that's the thing. If you want to go to Andor Londo to practice, you can actually take a hit or four before going down from those
Yeah.
guys, since you're so much stronger. Because these guys can 1 or 2 hit you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very last second. Okay.
They'll beat you into the ash and bury you.
Now, is it possible to beat him without parrying?
Absolutely.
Or is that just...
It
Yes.
is, yes.
He's
Parrying
very
is
fast.
simply.
Yeah, I say go ahead and
And-
give him a couple of goes and just see what's
Yeah.
good. You got all these
'Cause I'm
things
like-
being thrown at you.
I haven't
and-
been using parrying this entire game, but it feels weird to suddenly try to rely on a mechanic that I.
No, for sure.
Oh yeah, no worries. We're just like that. That's just it's actually a thing that the devs made. Gwyn specifically, rather vulnerable to parries. So it was just something to like mention and give you something to fall back on should your other strategies not avail you.
Yeah.
Be vulnerable to backstab, probably.
No.
I don't think you can backstab him, and good luck getting... Well, I guess you can get behind him okay in some situations, but most of the time not.
Yeah, he doesn't have a backstab window, unfortunately.
Yeah. That would
But,
be way
he,
too easy.
Yeah.
But you can get that the stab on him if you parry.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The riposte. Yes, absolutely.
Riposte. I might practice it after all.
And
gosh.
that challenge was not issued to you, Sekitai, since it's your first time. You do not have to parry only.
Yeah, you just
You
got
kill him however you feel comfortable with.
I'm excited for it. I'm
So
excited
am I.
for it.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't even know what kind of weapon dude's gonna be using. Is he fast or is he slow?
He's pretty fast.
He's pretty fast.
Oh, he's speedy.
But it's a big weapon with a
pretty
lot
fast
of
for an old
reach
man.
too. You're actually safer up close to him than you are from range.
Yeah. He has a what is it? Ultra great sword, I think.
I'm actually gonna take a quick break before I continue in this. I'm gonna just go smoke.
Good call.
Yes,
Good
yes.
idea.
Excellent
Good idea.
There's
plan.
about to be a lot.
He's got a like Guts' Dragon Slayer, except he can one-hand it with the ease of a dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it responds to him as a dagger would. If that makes any sense. It's,
But yeah,
Okay.
go have your break. I have a optimistic outlook for you, Sec.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm looking forward to it. I think I could do this.
There
you
you
definitely
go.
got it.
That's
You got
the
it,
attitude.
sure.
That's it. I
You're
know
gonna
you
be
can do
fine,
this.
buddy.
I already know.
and you're gonna join the council of Dark Souls winners. You know, like I'm so excited for you, man.
The only catch is afterwards, you have to do a ceaseless discharge interview, and you're not allowed to use the cheese.
Oh boy.
No.
I don't know how I feel
I
about
mean,
that.
didn't he
Ceaseless
fight him,
interview.
Did he fight him straight up?
No, I used the cheese.
Yeah, he got him to
okay.
where he could hit
Yay.
his little bulby hand.
Don't
All right,
worry,
let's
Zach.
try 4 kings. Let's go.
Yeah, we
Don't
have
worry,
our
Nice.
I got
4
my
king
list.
kill with Tapward.
Nice.
I got my
Alright,
list
guys,
of
I'll be right
off the
back.
list.
All right, Cap. We'll see you soon.
See you
See you later,
soon.
buddy. I'm so excited for him. I'm so fucking excited.
Dude, I still remember. I have a clip on my channel. I was so hyped when I finally beat Gwen.
It's a
Yeah.
good one. It's a real good one. The last time I played Dark Souls 1 before this event was on stream, and it was the first time I ever just walked into the arena and first tried Gwen. Punked him.
Yeah.
Just wandered in there like, no, you're done here, old man. Go to bed, old man.
That's crazy. I think I mean, Dark Souls has really good music, but I think I specifically remember Gwendolyn being the first, or not the last boss. It's funny, but I remember like specifically being like, man, this is really good music.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Gwen.
Good, but,
Yeah,
like,
Gwen's
Gwendolyn
fight.
has such a good theme.
Gwen or
Yes.
Gwendolyn?
Gwen. Sorry,
I was like, Gwendolyn is a wholly other character.
haven't fought Gwendolyn yet.
Mm.
Okay. Now I will say that you are not alone in that idea that Gwen's music is the best. They brought it back specifically for Dark Souls 3 as a way to.
Oh
say
yeah,
thank you.
yeah. During the last,
yeah.
yeah. What do you call it?
But they like remixed it a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a new arrangement of it, but it's what you're looking for.
The moment
You hear the plin plin plong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The moment you hear that, you're like, oh boy.
Oh shit, just got real.
Guys, I just got goosebumps talking about it.
That's true. When you
Imagine how
said
it
plim
felt the
plim
moment.
plom, that hit me. That's weird.
I was like, oh,
That wasn't even the actual piano notes. It was just.
Oh, the first time I heard that, I got goosebumps because I
Yeah,
beat
so did
Dark
I.
Souls 1 and then immediately played Dark Souls 2.
I just 1,000-yard stare for like
three.
half a second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knows what it is.
As I'm fighting Soul of Cinder and like understanding the idea that Soul of Cinder is literally every player and every style that they have, like they chose out 3
Completed the
specific
game.
styles for the Soul of Cinder. It's meant to be us. It's meant to be every
Yeah, it's-
single.
Wasn't
player
it based
that
on like
has
survey?
every- Yeah,
like,
based on
part-
survey, and it is meant to represent. We're fighting ourselves.
Yeah, we're fighting the previous us's that linked the fire.
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the
It's.
past.
I think
Then
that's dope.
Gwen shows up the very first, and you hear the piano. I swear to God, I died the first time to Soul of Cinder because I started crying.
Like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I can't see.
And
I
it's
couldn't see. He came right at me, and
and
Dark Souls
and
3
a
is
big
my
credit
favorite.
to an action game. I mean, sure they're action RPGs and they have narrative and stuff, but I mean, at the heart, these games are action games, and a lot of the feelings that the game developers are invoking are through the action, not through the narrative, since all the narrative is told
Right.
through item descriptions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
item
and, like-
descriptions and very sketchy character dialogue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and as a result, like as from the player perspective, like this is about as self-insert as you can actually get, almost, you know, short
Yeah,
of a full Bethesda scale RPG experience.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And the storytelling, even through the just the animations that you see,
Mm-hmm.
like the story of Sif, and like realizing that this wolf is doing a job that was put to them to protect everyone from the abyss. That is Sif's one goal, is to make sure that nobody gets to the abyss and releases it. And we show up knowing that we have to go through Sif in order to get to the abyss and be safe while we're down there. They are doing their duty as like the last hurdle to get to New Londo, and it's told through the animations of just starting the fight.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it is-
neither of you really want to be there. Neither of you really want to fight each other, but
Right.
you
The
have to kill him to get to the abyss, and he has to stop you.
like
Yeah.
the absurdity and yet honorable pursuit of duty juxtaposed in the same moment in that fight, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's so masterfully done, and in such a way that where like even a game that is as gratuitous and crazy as like Bloodborne or Dark Souls, you know, that they're actually the masters of subtle storytelling also.
Yes.
Oh yes.
So it is just by far so. I love this fucking franchise. I really do.
Yeah, and can we talk about how much harder that same lesson hits if you do the DLC before you do the Sif fight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
then
yeah.
it's not just
Thanks
a
to
meeting of
Galleon
two-
for enacting that going through the trouble of making that cutscene happen yesterday.
Yeah.
That
And
that
it-
scene, the first time I saw it, just hit so much harder for me, because at that point, not only was it two like soldiers meeting in the middle of their duty, but it was
Mhm.
also two friends that realized they would now have to fight each other to the death,
Yeah.
and only
And
one
I'm-
of you was.
Both of you
I'm
duty
actually
bound,
crying
you
right
know.
now. Fuck. I'm actually.
I
crying right
didn't even
now.
get to like hear the cutscenes, and I'm getting all emotional hearing it. Oh my god.
No, I'm legitimately crying right now. This is bullshit.
All right, finally
back
I
and
have
watch
the
your nuts.
advantage. The long con is paying off. Squishy humans and their emotions.
Also, first try Shrine of Amana.
Hell yeah!
Hot,
Called
hot,
it like
hot,
the
hot,
babe.
hot.
Oh yeah.
Very cool, man. Very.
Love when it goes down like that.
I'm feeling confident that I'm gonna finish this maybe before first break here.
Let's
Voice crack.
see, we
Oh
are
my
about
gosh.
an hour and 20 from first break.
Yep.
Incredible.
Oh yeah, because I'm on the
incredible.
way to Velstadt right now. He's I can hear him trembling in his bronze greaves. So
I can hear the Valstead coming. He's trembling in his greaves.
And another like great showcase of story in Dark Souls 2 with Velstadt. The darkness that is in the area that he is going to be going, Velstadt is the protector of light.
Yeah, he's-
And... Go ahead.
he's actually the protector of what's his name? I forget. Vendrick's like body.
Yeah, Vedrick. Yeah.
Like
and-
he's the final barrier between you and Vendrick himself.
Yes. And he is literally standing in the only speck of light in that area that is still like still showing that he's a shell of the paladin he used to be. But he
he's
is
still-
standing in that one beam of light as
Yep.
darkness is encroaching all around him.
He is still dedicated to his duty. Also, at the beginning of the area, for a little spicy environmental storytelling,
Mhm.
I actually just talked to the NPC in question here. You're actually told not to bring light into the area because it's like this area is a giant tombstone, and light like disturbs the dead.
Yes. You're told that by a grave digger or robber, our agonim or whatever.
I think it's Grave Robber. I think I've heard that name as referred to as Grave Robber.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I forget his name. I'll tell you when I summon him for the Vendrick fight.
It's AG something. I don't know.
We just met the guy.
I think it's like Agdine or something like that. Well, I skipped all of his dialogue because I wanted to buy a spell from him, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, buddy. I don't need to hear your name. Just give me the spell.
Yeah,
Give
don't
me
need to hear your name. Just give me the spell.
Kill him, yep.
I'm here for the thing. Could you get on that?
You know what I want.
Oh, how you doing today, Mr. Carrots? I'm sorry if I didn't acknowledge you. I hope you're still about.
Hey, how's it
Mr.
going,
Carrots.
We've been making ourselves cry.
Yeah, we're just so into like, you know, the ecstasy of understanding Souls games lore.
The lore of
What
this game.
I think
It's
is
hard.
insane is how FromSoft reached outside of the game and used YouTube so much. Like that
Yeah.
body video worker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Vadi just.
Oh yeah. If anybody
Prepare to
wants
Cry
to
actually had me
get
tearing up,
to
so-
get Vadi Vidya's YouTube channel and post it in the chat. For anybody who's interested even a little bit in understanding the lore of these games, even if you played through them, you're probably even more mystified, actually, if you played through them and don't know about the lore.
Right.
We highly recommend Vadi Vidya. Thank you, Sergeant Taco. A very prolific YouTube content creator who has been focusing on in-depth lore analysis of all the Souls games, basically. And
I don't think he's missed one. So
no,
yeah.
I don't think so either. Yeah, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Sekiro.
He even did a couple redos of the videos for the remastered versions of the game too.
Yeah,
so.
like coming back to stuff once new information had come to light, or just improving his own information that he might have been inaccurate with in past and stuff. And he's always quick to credit and link everybody who he cites in his research and everything, and as part of producing his videos.
His source citing abilities are truly impressive.
And his fan art community is on par
Also
with the
impressive.
actual art community that's responsible for these games.
Yeah, for sure.
That's impressive.
Oh yeah, they're phenomenal.
And I mean, let's talk about that buttery smooth voice for a moment.
Yeah, and if you like a
want something
nice
to listen to,
ASMR voice that isn't like trying to be an ASMR voice, then yeah, Vadi's your guy.
Yeah,
He's
well-
just talking and
What
he
are
puts you
you
to sleep.
talking
so.
about, Tron? This is just my normal speaking voice.
Well, Tapward, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I'm speaking about putting my mouth very close to the microphone, whispering
Am I
into
watching
it,
a crime YouTube channel?
and popping my P's a little bit more, and bubbing my B's a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the pop filter goes off the mic for ASMR.
We take
So, who wants to remind me how the hell I get to the centipede demon? I thought it's somewhere in Demon Ruins, but I can't remember.
carefully.
Right behind Demon Fire Sage.
Yeah, you just keep on going down. You might have gone up.
So if you go to Daughter of Chaos, otherwise relabeled as Daughter of Ash Bonfire,
Right.
and you can take an elevator down.
Let's do this. And it's
Definitely
behind the demon? I thought it was that little
So-
area in front of it with like that branch.
No. That's how
Nah.
to skip it.
Yeah, there's
So
just some
the
extra
elevator
stuff.
down will take you behind the demon, so just keep following the staircase. It goes in a circle.
Okay.
Or you can be fun.
Oh, you
and
know what? Yeah,
roll
you're
from
right.
really high.
I went up those stairs. I forgot to go down, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I appreciate it.
I'm having
How's,
so much
how's
trouble.
Perry doing on Artorias?
He's
Still
gotten him like
trying.
half
Oh, wait,
health a couple times.
Oh,
Got
man.
him like within a
few
hair
times.
one or twice, right?
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling.
Mm-hmm. I'm certain she would have gotten him that one time if not for the
Somebody sound alerted at a
startling
bad
sound
time.
alert. It was like a. Well, also she's just recently switched to computer, so she's not. Used to
Yeah.
having the sound effects go
Oh,
off in
no.
her headphones.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
She's
Bad
having
time.
them off a few feet away.
Bad time for a chat meta kill.
And it was like a screaming one, and it startled her, and then hit her once, and it was over. Like,
I
broke
give
the
Perry
flow.
so much props for playing like that. Dude.
Yeah,
like,
I
have a
don't
hard
do
enough
sound
time
alerts
playing
like that.
unscary horror
I have a
games.
fart and my fuzzy pickles sound of it. That's it.
I have a fart too, and that thing makes. I have a snack redeemed that makes like a little crunching noise when it gets redeemed, and that has made me jump so many times.
I set up sound alerts like through Firebot for my mods and everything, so they can announce their presence. It gives them a little like, "This is my mod. They're
cool.
amazing."
Uh-huh.
But one of them, I have the. Has anyone seen the latest Stranger Things?
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
Okay, so when they're hopping up and down, going, "That was so metal," it's a sound alert because he's super like metal. But the problem with that is I didn't cut off the sound of the metal door slamming shut, so every time he comes into my channel, especially if I'm playing a scary game, it starts with a door slamming, and I just like it gets me every
he's just
time.
closing the door behind him as he enters the room, like he's being polite.
But with sound alerts, I get the warning because there's that, it pops up saying so.
Yeah, sometimes if you're looking at your chat, you can see it. You're like, oh, here comes the fart.
But it always happens instantaneously. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly being jump scared by this stupid door sound.
So it's always just like, hello, Jesus?
Yeah, I'm always like, oh god! It's like I have a scream counter on my stream for anyone not familiar, and he is responsible for quite a few from that sound alert alone.
That's actually.
Boop Snoot, if we could shout out Commander Jupe in chat right now, it'd be a good time for it. I highly encourage a follow of the Commander's channel.
Thank you.
Tireless mod for us during the event here, and pivotal in getting the ultimate damage control at the very beginning of day one. When my world was crumbling and melting around me, and I was just about to succumb to. I was about to go hollow before we had even started.
Flames on the side of my face.
Yeah, exactly. I was going full Madeline Kahn from Clue.
I never knew that's where that was from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, watch Clue, the film. Do yourself a favor. One of Tim Curry's finest roles.
A couple years ago.
In Madeline
it was
Kahn
amazing.
Too. Yeah, it's really good.
They say you can accurately judge somebody's character by what movie they know Tim Curry from. Mine is Legend.
Legend
is a good one for I will completely overlook the presence of Tom Cruise to enjoy that movie.
No, yeah, absolutely.
It was Tom Cruise before we got to see he was Tom Cruise crazy, so it's fine.
Yeah, I guess you can go with pre-weird Tom Cruise, and that's also okay.
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
Not really. It's just we didn't know him yet. He wasn't famous yet.
Right.
He was just kind of chill in the movie. He was just kind of there.
He was basically cast kind of as
There's
Link.
also somebody who is like a spitting image of Frankie Muniz in that movie.
That is true. The kid who plays Puck, the wood sprite.
I always forget about that.
And like, I love how they dubbed in an adult voice for that character. It's like so uncanny valley, and it like so it really works really well with the setting that it's a Ridley Scott film, by the way, that Mr. Scott provided. If you can watch the U.S. theatrical cut, it has the superior soundtrack in my opinion. Tangerine Dream.
I actually have a bunch of songs from Tangerine Dream in my playlist because that is right up my alley of the type of music that I actually love.
Yeah, and the original UK cut features like a really pastoral, almost like I don't want to like diminish the composer of it at all, but it all told in context with the film, it has just sort of just a general fantasy vibe. But the Tangerine Dream soundtrack really like puts the film in the as a film that came out during the 80s. And carries that whole sort of this is how the movies in the 80s vibe were sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not honestly not sure what one I watched it with.
If you had like kind of a more modern sounding soundtrack, Tangerine Dream is the one you saw.
I watched it mostly on TV, and then I bought a DVD set when I was a teen. But I don't remember.
It would be something to check out which version it is that you have. I know a DVD I have only has the UK because like later on the UK the UK theatrical cut and extended versions that came out, which became the predominant ones sold on DVD, came with the UK soundtrack and so lacks that extra feel. I remember watching it the first time and going, something's missing, and I can't quite tell what. And then eventually it dawned on me that, wait a minute, the music in this scene was completely different. And then I found out it was the original U.S. theatrical cut, the one that starts with opening subtitles, like a text scroll. That's the one that has the
I think that's the one
Tangerine
I
Dream.
watched that, and I just don't. It's been so long. I don't
Yeah, you
remember.
might have got it. I'm not sure if some extended versions integrated the text scroll into the
Maybe.
one with the difference. Because that's, I mean, when we're talking about like director's cut stuff, right? Which can go any which way, and especially with Ridley Scott films, because there end up being like multiple director's cuts.
For those of you who may think you know Tangerine Dream, you probably do. Tangerine Dream did the entire soundtrack for both Neverending Stories as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. See? Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
So Tangerine Dream, you probably do know about them.
Yeah, like I almost
they're
guarantee if you've
incredible.
seen any notable film, few notable films from the 80s, you've probably run into Tangerine Dream at some point.
Yeah, they're very good with the orchestral ambient sound.
Yeah, they were a
and,
go-to during the 80s for a score,
Absolutely.
even.
And just a fantastic group. In the same vein as like Enigma as well. Which Enigma is just another really good one.
Shit, it's happening. Oh, come on, get up.
Oh, I think Lucy's moving to mouse and keyboard. I think I'm reading her chat.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
Bad move.
Oh, no.
Bad move.
Her. Bad. Blah blah. I'm having like a.
Hopefully.
You got it.
Don't mind me.
Okay.
I know. So her Xbox broke last night, and then her
I thought she used
PS5.
PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
She's using her PS5 controller now, but it's not connecting well.
Oh my gosh. I think maybe she might have a wonky dongle in her computer.
Might be
She's got a case of the wonky dongle.
when that
wonky
happens.
dongle. Band name called it.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that.
No.
I can hear the first album self-titled right now in my head.
So where did your inspiration for your band name come from? Is it Oh, it was actually a Twitch chat of a Hope charity stream. It was the second one they were doing, and they were doing pretty well, but they were talking about this wonky
What
dongle.
if the runners had a wonky dongle?
Yeah, you just have to say
Those
to
are
that
words.
interviewer, be like, listen, man, if you don't know what a wonky dongle is, you probably got one, and I'm not gonna tell you.
You have to ask. No.
Just kidding. Never gatekeep knowledge. All right, which is
Alright,
a
there's
Hemwick
some
down?
knowledge I don't want to know, like Eldritch horrors and stuff. You can keep that to yourself.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, well-
actively seeking out
Okay, that is
Eldritch
something I
horrors right
would
now.
actively gatekeep. Like, if you don't,
Yeah,
that way no one
that's the mental-
accidentally finds it.
Not
Unless
me.
you have a
That's the whole
copy of the
stuff.
Necronomicon, and then you should hit me up.
Klaatu
That's mental
Veratus
health type stuff, though.
necktie.
Hey, what? Do I want to know?
Solid.
Klaatu
Solid.
Veratus necktie.
Klaatu Tuberana Nicto, bruh.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember. The whole movie ended before I could. I love that
I
album.
honestly-
No
All I
spoilers.
heard was. All I heard.
Evil Dead was
Type
one of
art.
those franchises that I never really got into.
It's good.
No.
I'm kind of upset now.
The first one is definitely my favorite. I respect that they went like a more comedic route, but the first one is just
The
so
first
amazing.
one can
First
get
one.
dark in a couple of scenes, like to the
Oh,
point where
yes.
even Sam Raimi is like, yeah, if I probably shouldn't have done that one scene, and people who have seen it know
Yeah.
what scene I'm referring to.
Oh yeah, we all know.
Definitely.
Yeah,
What are we talking about?
Evil Dead 1.
The scene that's
Oh,
uncomfortable.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
I
oh.
saw that when I was 10.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty young when I
Well,
saw it too.
My 10-year-old has seen scenes from it. We won't let her watch the full movie because of that scene.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Like that. Like
Yeah.
the Evil Dead series is actually like okay horror with parental advisement, except for that scene.
Uh-huh.
My dad was kind of
If anybody,
I mean,
that-
it can't be too bad, right?
If anybody knows and does not mind sending me a DM so I can be clued in on this conversation, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
even know
yeah,
if I feel
yeah.
comfortable saying the words in a DM.
No, it's fine.
Oh my god.
It's fine. If it's too
Yeah.
bad, I'll be doing.
You
a
could
Google
just type
search
in
on it.
Evil
I'll
Dead
DM
1
you right now.
controversy scene into Google, and it'll
Yeah,
probably...
it'll come up.
Let me mute my mic depending on how bad this actually is.
Actually,
sure.
can someone just move us into like the lab room real quick, and I'll just explain it.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go, yeah.
That works.
Hold up, give me 10 seconds. I'm fighting Bellstat, and then I'll be with you.
Hurry up! Jeez.
Well, he's at half health. I got this.
You gotta
Or
talk
do
about
better.
controversial things.
Oh, boy. But yeah, once again, I'd like to welcome everybody. While they're discussing that which shall not be discussed
Controversial
openly,
cinema.
I'd like to remind everybody that, or to welcome everybody to PSI HOPE2 Day 3, the telethon that keeps on generating funds for holidayheroes.org, an organization that brings entertainment and enrichment activities and other morale-boosting such things to children who are chronically hospitalized or long-term hospitalized. And anything you could give, or even just spreading the word, that will be active for at least another, 9 hours for today, that you can donate here through us or even directly through their website. And thank you for your views. Thanks for doing what you do. And thank you so much for getting us to within $250 of our 4th goal of the event. Incredible. Like, it's all gravy. If we don't get a single penny more, that's okay. But, of course, the more that can be gave, the more help can be given. So I encourage you to go for it. And yeah.
Yeah, so I am gonna be getting the download of this particular thing that we were talking about a moment ago.
Wait, so they talked about it and you want to download it now?
No. I'm gonna be getting the download of the info because I gotta tell you, I've only ever seen Army of Darkness.
Oh yeah, Evil
was-
Dead
Army
1.
of Darkness is much lighter.
Yeah, Evil Dead 1 and 2 are a lot
Funny enough.
darker.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 1 is by far the darkest. Like, this was Sam Raimi going, "It's time to make a scary movie." Yeah, and like going full edgelord on it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because like there was a particular scene that I remember from the Evil Dead resurgence. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about the new one.
I've never watched it.
I've never watched
Haven't
it.
seen
Yeah.
No.
I don't know
Yeah,
if it
I-
has the scene. I'm assuming it does if they went, because they went pretty
It
intense
probably
from what I
does.
understand.
Yeah, I think it's pretty shot for shot, right?
I don't know about the status
know.
of that scene though.
Yeah,
I know it was
yeah.
actually fairly well received as far as remakes go.
Yeah, I remember
What's that?
seeing a trailer for it with the little girl with her fingers underneath the
The
floorboards.
trapdoor thing and not a little
Yeah.
bit.
I'm good. Everything's fine. I'm not terrified. You're terrified. Shut up. Leave me alone. Like, and that was just from the trailer, so like I can only imagine how bad it actually would have been. You know.
Yeah,
Sure, I am.
yeah. I
I'm
mean,
a bit
it-
of a
it's-
I'm a bit
it's-
of a baby when it comes to scary movies.
yeah. Army of Darkness is like full horror comedy. Evil
Yeah.
Dead 2 is like 3/4 horror, 1/4 comedy, and Evil Dead 1 is full horror, or like 3/4 horror, 1/5 shock value, and like, I don't know, whatever's left comedy.
I see.
I like the show, Ash vs. Evil Dead. It was like the perfect mixture.
It's a good
of
one
all of
too.
them.
Yeah, they got the vibe
Yeah.
right for that.
Yeah, they got it right. They combined the horror, the comedy, the messed upness, not just horror, but how messed up some stuff was.
Yeah.
They just got a perfect mix, I felt.
And that's a hard balance to really nail too, without
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know, without like going wrong with it. Thank you, Boops, for shouting out all of our runners. I highly encourage everybody to make it around the house and even spend time. Please spend time in the other streamers' channels watching their content full screen. I know Captain Sekatai, who's making his way toward Gwyn, and Perry Queen Lucy, who has been fighting Artorias since like midday yesterday.
Lucy.
This is the kind of thing that positive words in chat can really help boost our people,
Yeah.
keep them from
And,
going hollow, so to speak.
You know, we all have our walls, and the acknowledgement of a wall being right in front of us. Sometimes all it takes is hanging out with your friends and taking a moment to breathe, to get through it, and other times it's chipping away at it until it's out of your way. So
Yeah, and I remember Gally, me and you were there the first time.
yeah,
The first time Lucy encountered Gwyn, and it got hard. It got hard on Lucy, and me and Gally were there to, you know, remind her that it's okay to be frustrated. That this is hard biz, you know. But
Yeah.
you gotta breathe. You'll regain your composure, and you just remember that, you know, you will get it if you try enough times, you know. Even if it comes down to RNG to where Gwyn does nothing but dumb moves and you can exploit them, then so be it. But even through that, she stuck with the challenge that was issued, which was the parry only, with the Calamity Ring, and Parry Queen Lucy, you know, came through and achieved
and
that.
earned her title right
Yeah,
then and there too.
sealed it for all time, no matter how it ends for Lucy at the end of today's stream. You know, she'll always be the parry queen.
Was Lucy's name Lucifer Smolik last year for Sci-Hope?
Yeah, I believe so. She was as Lucifer's Malik.
There was a rebranding
Yeah.
that was done, and the Parry Queen Lucy moniker
cool.
was actually inspired by the parry only Gwyn fight with the Calamity Ring. She took her title as Parry Queen.
Yeah, that's
I've only known her as Parry Queen, so.
And that little moniker comes from Peve Peverson, one of the juggernauts of the communities of Dark Souls, who was known as the Parry King in the early days of YouTube. And as a joke, you know, Parry King and Queen has always been a good little way to make yourself feel better about the hatred that Dark Souls brings.
it's a feather in the cap.
Absolutely, and if you get to the levels where a veteran would call you a Parry King or Queen, you know that you've gotten to a place in Dark Souls where you're among the juggernauts and the greats, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, the top tier. Now, that is for like, you can qualify people as top players, but then the top, like, as far as games go, the top players are subdivided even more extremely than than the general population, as we can see with Blood Moon's very, very leisurely for him approach at Dark Souls 1, and still outclassing us to the tune of something like probably 6 hours adjusted for his absences or something like that.
Galleon, you were the second runner. What was your playtime at the end?
14 hours. 14 hours in game, which modified was probably about 10 to 11.
Take out about an hour and a half for breaks.
Yeah, hour for breaks, hour and a half for technical difficulties.
So
Oh,
right, yeah,
2.5
that
hours
too.
out of that. So
Yeah.
about 11.5 hours for you.
Yeah, not too bad.
So
not too
my
shabby.
my modified was 9 hours. So
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't remember how long I came in after Galleon, and I forgot to check my runtime. But I was like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours done after Galleon was.
And
It was pretty
ultimately,
good.
I've never
Probably my
speedrun-
fastest. It's definitely my fastest all boss run.
Yeah, like I've never speedrun any Dark Souls game at all, except for kind of casually last year with Bloodborne. So I honestly didn't
Hey,
think I
Ace.
had it in me. I am not a speedrunner at all.
How you doing, Ace
that
Shadow
was actually,
Phoenix?
not trying to brag at all. I promise. That was actually a pretty standard playthrough for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's
That's very
fair.
incredible.
That's that was what you had called going into it. You said, if I'm not done first day, I'm gonna be upset, and like really all told, with the break time and initial technical difficulty time edited out, you would have absolutely finished on day one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
To which, I mean, I say, you know, awesome. Congratulations, you earned
And-
it.
Yeah, the only boss that I wouldn't have fought that I did this time around was Centipede Demon. So
Yeah.
because I usually do the Solaire skip, and it's like I don't have to fight him, and he's a pain in the dick. So why would I?
Yeah,
I
for
actually
real.
managed to first try Centipede Demon on my own without Solaire this time. I normally summon him and depend on him to draw the aggro, right?
Oh, yeah,
And,
I saw that. That was pretty impressive.
I managed to. I didn't even know you could do this. I chopped off its arm and got the charred orange ring in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
I didn't equip it or nothing. I stood my ground, but I was like, "Wow! I chopped this thing's arm off. I have courage now. I'll continue to kill the rest of it," and it worked.
Yeah. Absolutely, most definitely.
Basically, the after party for a wedding yesterday, Ace Shadow Phoenix. Well, enjoy yourself, be safe, drink at least as much water as you do booze.
Yes, please.
And
Seriously, yes.
and you know, thanks
We
for
will
dropping
help.
by.
Speaking of which, nobody redeem a hydrate in my channel because I gotta go grab some water. I forgot this morning.
Oh no!
I literally woke
Shame on
up
you.
It's been a
and got
while without
hydrated.
water now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had my
No
coffee,
good.
which is basically water, right?
It counts.
It's
Not as much
mostly
as actual water,
but
but
I'm pretty sure
It's
it's
bean
just as
water.
dehydrating.
Yeah,
it,
it's
bean
definitely
water.
a diuretic.
Gross.
I've actually seen study results on this that say that you do get hydration out of coffee, but it's not as much hydration for the same volume of just water, for instance.
Right.
Definitely.
So
I don't think anything can really substitute water.
no, when it comes down to it, you're eventually going to have a drink or three of just regular water. There are people though who subsist on like soda pop and stuff almost exclusively and shun water these days, and that's
I can't
wild.
believe
I don't
that,
know
yeah.
That's
I
how.
don't
not-
I don't like the taste of water.
Not to shame
Dude,
anybody who
drink
might
it.
be going through a
Please.
lifestyle like that, but we would highly recommend, just as we should recommend quitting cigarettes for anybody who happens to
Exactly.
smoke.
I'm
Oh,
feeling
yeah.
very
I am
attacked
working
right
It's
on
now.
that
fine.
right
I know
now,
you
so-
smoke Galleon. I know
Because I sip
Sakatai
on my
smokes.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
I'm feeling very attacked right now.
And I'm okay with you making that choice. Just understand that choice comes along with the decision to accept the encouragement to quit from those around
Oh
you.
yeah. For sure.
Yes.
Just as much as you're choosing to inhale that smoke, you got to inhale the encouragement to not.
Well, you see, I'm of the opinion that there 1 in 5 will die the first time they smoke.
Wait,
3
is
out of
that?
5 will
I,
die
The first
eventually.
I don't think that's an accurate
Claps.
stat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just-
there was a study. There was a study I read a long time ago that I made a hilarious joke out of. 1 will die immediately, 3 will live, and then end up getting cancer, and then 1 becomes immortal.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm hoping I'm that one.
I'm liking those odds.
It's all
I'm
right.
1 in
I'm the
5
one
to
that's
become immortal, 1 in 5 to die immediately. I like that.
I have a feeling that the whatever 1 in 5 added up to for the total population of the Earth in the 1960s, in which literally everyone smoked, they're mostly dead.
Yeah, mostly.
That's a really good point. The numbers don't lie.
Those are dice
So,
I'm willing to roll.
You mentioning the odds and hoping you were the one versus the other. I saw a meme yesterday that really cracked me up. It caught me out of left field. It was the trolley problem.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it just in case anyone doesn't know in chat or anything, so the trolley problem is like that dilemma. There's one person tied to a track on track A, and there's 5 people tied to track B. And the train is coming careening down towards track B, meaning 5 people's lives are at risk. You have the ability to pull a lever to convert the train to hit just one person, but you're inserting yourself, and there's different
Yeah, can you
ways
make the
people look at
hard
that
call
problem.
is basically
it's
the
a
gist of the
moral
trolley
and
problem.
Ethical and philosophical
It
question.
is a very interesting question.
It's one of those
Yeah.
philosophical mind experiment type things.
But anyway, so they had that illustration of the
It's a
trolley,
meme now
and
these
it
days.
said how you picture the trolley problem, and it showed that picture with a label that said "you" on the dude who has the lever, and it said how it'll actually go, and the arrow was pointing just to one of the random 5 dudes that are tied to the track.
yeah.
I was like, dude, that's hilarious.
Come on, you really think you're gonna be the one that's actually pulling the lever? No.
There's 7 people going to be involved in this. Do you really think you're going to be one of the survivors?
Yeah, that has been memed into all the logical conclusions in every absurd direction you can from the trolley problem. But it's still it's still a useful kind of mind
Harry
experiment.
Queen has just defeated.
Yeah, it is a really-
Yes!
Yes!
Let's go.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Woo!
Yes!
Get
Yes!
it,
Yes!
Carrie
Yes!
Queen!
Yes! 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 Yes!
Oh, I'm so happy. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Everyone, please head over to Perry Queen Lucy and show your support in chat. All the emotes possible, if you can. I'm gonna do it on my
I gotta
phone.
go on another farming run and level up because I cannot kill the Bloodstar beast.
Oh no!
I hate this game.
I got Witches of Hemwick down.
It's so far.
Oh my
Lucy!
god.
Yay, Lucy!
Did it.
Shout out to you, Lucy. Good job.
Very
Yo,
nice.
we were all screaming the moment.
Yeah,
we
when the word come through, we were like, yeah.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you. I'm so proud of you,
Oh.
Perry Queen.
Oh,
That's
man.
awesome.
I was hoping to get him before the first break. Like I found out it's not my controller that's broken. There must be a connection loose in my PC.
The wonky dongle. I called it. I knew it. I knew
you
that.
did.
I knew that dongle was wonky.
Because obviously now I'm getting the same reaction of the PlayStation controller. So I
Uh-huh.
thought I'll try mouse and keyboard. That was terrible, so I went straight back to the controller and
Dark
got him.
Souls mouse and keyboard is a nightmare.
Well, there you go. That's good. That's keen troubleshooting under
I could
pressure, Lucy.
tell-
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Hell
I was
yes.
on last time as well.
So what's
And,
left then
then
for
on
you,
the- on the
Calamite
sound-
and Gwyn then?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck with Calamite.
No, I think is there not somebody before Calamite?
Oh, Manus.
you
Shit,
can-
Manus.
Oh, Manus. Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot about
You
Manus.
can
I'm
take on
sorry.
Manus or Calamite. I don't think.
Manus.
have
Yeah,
to
you
be
can do them in
God
either order. Yeah, you can do Calamite first. Galleon did Calamite first.
Yeah.
Right, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna have to go down where Calamite is, then come back up and talk to the giant.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
turns out you can just trigger Calamite's flame blast, right? To where, and if you can run back to the ladder and not get killed and walk back, you can or homeward
You can
bone
do it in
away.
one run.
You can talk to what's his face again, and he will
Go.
trigger the new dialogue and help you out.
Oh, and you do have to go through the rafters of the city to get the crest key to talk to him in the first place. Do
Oh,
not
yeah.
forget.
Did you get the
Oh
key?
yeah. No, because I've not been through the city yet.
Oh,
I've
that's
been
right.
to the
That's
city
right. That's
myself.
after
City
Artorias.
is
I'm
so
sorry.
much fun.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it.
Oh no, I remember the city all
Is that
too well.
sarcasm?
Yeah, Lucy's
City
been
was
there
a
before.
Yeah.
We're
the-
so
the
happy for you,
farthest have
Lucy.
to go- The
Thank
farthest
you.
you have to go in it is the rafters above, and you do have to go through that entire spiel of the Dark City just to get that key if you do want to go to help.
Yeah, for sure. You can do it though, Lucy. Enjoy
you
yourself
got
a
it.
little short break before the main break, if you like, and
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna get myself a coffee, make a coffee. That
there
was-
you go.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm gonna go get.
There
one
you
in a
go.
moment,
That sounds
too.
great. I'm out
and I'm
of
gonna come
mine.
back with all of my waters actually. The
Hell
ones that I
yeah.
still
Have
have
a-
Hype for Lucy,
still have a whole
everybody.
bunch
Hype
of
for
blueberries.
I'm gonna go
Lucy.
get a
So-
soda.
Oh yeah, thank you guys.
You're welcome, Lucy. We're so
Yes,
happy
very
for you.
nice.
So pleased.
So how do we
I'm
how do we
leave
feel
yous
about-
on whilst I go and make the coffee, but I'm gonna mute myself. Chat, I'll be back soon.
Alrighty.
Chat, chat, don't worry. Hi,
Hi,
chat.
Hi, Lucy's chat. This is my stream now. Welcome.
This is a hostile takeover.
How do we feel about lynching people that decide soda is better than water? Like, what's the status on that?
No, we don't do that. And we
Uh,
also avoid that term if possible, please.
Oh. Forgive me.
Yes, of course. What he means, how do we pressure greatly those to encourage them, I should say, to imbibe water at least
Water.
once per day, as opposed to a soda beverage.
LOL, water boy gonna come for you.
Right.
I've legitimately.
Gatorade.
Look out for Adam
So,
Sandler.
I think during the second break, we might have a way to do that to encourage people to drink water.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God! Yes.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
I
God.
know exactly what that means.
That's
I
right.
know, I know what it means.
In about 45 minutes, Sergeant Taco will be regaling us once again with his mysterious controller contraptions and playing in with expert level gameplay of Dark Souls, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And thank you, Sergeant, for being here, doing commentary, and preparing that break time entertainment and allowing our runners to get some time to get up and stretch and whatnot. And we appreciate you.
Thank you for having me and letting me be a part of all this. This is truly a amazing thing to be a part of. What everyone has put on, and the fact that we managed to raise 1,752 thus far,
Yeah.
like it's staggering.
62 actually. There was that one off.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
10
yeah.
on
There was
top.
the extra. It's plus 10 modifier.
My favorite modifier.
All right, yeah. You can get that at level 3 with any archery in D&D if you are crafty enough.
There you go, Master DM, Galleon the Arisen.
Yeah.
I have got a cool general question about Dark Souls for you guys that someone in my chat just mentioned. So I'm doing Bed of Chaos right now, and he had said the Bed of Chaos walk sucks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too bad, because there's nothing really roadblocking me to just getting back. It's just time.
Yeah, it's a full
What
sprint.
do you think is the worst walk to a boss if you die?
Oh,
That's a good question.
That's a good question, right? Yeah.
Dark
Oh.
Souls 2, the Abyss, not the Abyss Watcher, the Throne Defender, Throne Watcher, where you have to get up from the bonfire, put on the ring to open. You have to wait for a door to open, and then walk down a huge long path, just like you're walking to Gwyn, essentially.
Yep.
That
At
was
least
pretty
there's no
bad.
Black
And-
Knights to assault you.
And then if
Yeah.
we're going to include the DLC, Snowfield full of ponies.
Yeah.
Not a good time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's
Um,
see.
I would say the walk, if you're going for a completionist, it's not a boss per se. But the walk to kill the second Hydra and save Siegmeyer sucks pretty bad.
That is pretty.
Oh, before getting the before getting the Lord Vessel, going down and getting out of Ash Lake.
Yeah, that one sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's the worst walk back for me. It's also not boss related. Anorlando snipers.
Yeah.
Anorlando snipers is the worst run back. You gotta go all the way back to either Gwendolyn's fire, which means cycling the damn elevator thing, or you start from the first Anorlando bonfire and have to walk straight across the completed bridge and then up the stairs and then around the corner and then down the stairs and then down the awning and then up the awning where you're getting shot at, and then you get up in the guy's face and he just pushes you off anyway.
Yeah.
For me, mine is also Gwendolyn, but it's kind of niche. The way I fought Gwendolyn just now was by killing Guinevere
Gwyn.
and killing.
Oh
the,
no, you did
know-
Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
We are
Wait, I
talking
did-
about Gwendolyn.
Yeah, Gwendolyn, but I got it by killing Guinevere. Is that not right?
Yeah, you're correct.
Nope, that is
Yeah.
correct.
I'm trying to think. Well, the
Yeah,
run back
so-
to Gwendolyn. Oh, that's right, because the bonfire goes out.
With the bonfire
That's
broken,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, that
I
does.
did just find out the way I just got him. You can warp to the one that's right outside of his like little tomb or whatever. But yeah, doing that walk and going like over the rafters with those ninjas or whatever.
And the painting
that was-
guardians.
That was rough.
Yeah, or like the rafters is pretty bad too.
Yeah, Anorlando's got some rough run backs. Even the run back to Ornstein and Smo sucks pretty bad on account of the
Yeah.
giant guys down there, especially if you're trying to summon help. And it's
And
a
Aldrich
major
in
griefing
Dark Souls
point.
3.
Major griefing point.
Getting to Aldrich, the God Devourer in Dark Souls 3 is bad for me too. Like that walk back is abysmal.
Alrighty, well.
And there's a lot of really bad spots.
Elden Ring largely eliminated the run back problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly.
For better or for better or for worse in some cases. Sometimes you want a little bit of a run back to kind of clear your mind. Other times it's like and so like you end up running your head into the wall way more frequently, and I think there's a pacing, there's a happy middle pacing to find, because I found myself getting burnt out on bosses a little bit faster in Elden Ring on account of being able to encounter them instantly right after, especially the jails. Because even that, like, I mean, it was nice having effectively no penalty for dying at a jail, because you can just pick up your runes and run away if you wanted. But the fact that it's just right there, you can get your runes back even, just really encourages you to hammer your face against that boss that you're probably underleveled for.
Hypergian Jail is another one that is just god awful.
Oh, Hypogean Jail. Yeah, I should go there right
Yeah.
now. I'll be
I
back.
don't
I'm always
wanna go
bathroom.
What is the worst run back in Elden Ring? Because I think there's only 2 or so that don't have a stake next to them that lets you respawn. But I can't remember. any
Ooh,
other
Fire
one.
Giant has a
For
pretty
me,
big run
it
back, right?
has to be the run to Malekith.
Oh yeah, that one too. Hey, Itzy Spitzy with the raid. How you doing, Itzy?
Hey, very nice.
Welcome
I'm
to
gonna go back into
PSI.
my chat
All right,
and,
Lucy.
keep you muted, but thank you again.
Lucy just beat.
You rock!
Lucy just beat Artorias, a super difficult boss in the DLC of Dark Souls 1. But I would like to welcome everybody from the Itsy Spitsy raid here to PSI HOPE2 Day 3. Yes, indeed. You're hearing myself, some of the other runners, commentary, Sergeant Taco, and moderation by Commander Jupe and Mirage. All the runners have just been posted as links in chat. I highly encourage all of you to get around and say thank you to our runners for volunteering and participating in this 3-day triple marathon event to benefit holidayheroes.org. We've smashed through 3 goals, 500, 1,000, and 1,500, and we're cruising toward that 2K that we want to hit so bad before the end of the day. So if you find yourself able to donate, please do. If you can't, thanks for coming in and watching. The views are help us out tremendously, and who knows, maybe you even know somebody who you could spread the word to who can afford a donation at this time. Holiday Heroes is an organization that provides entertainment and other enrichment type activities for children who are chronically and long-term hospitalized. We had the director and CEO of that organization with us each day since Friday, Saturday, and today, and he came in and gave us the direct poop scoop on what they're all about, and it's a great organization. Like he was talking about, like he can put together that they do like a shoebox activity box thing that they can give to kids in the hospital that really only costs them $8 to provide. So if you got $10 to throw in the pot, you've helped a kid, and you've got it 25% toward helping the next kid. I think that math worked. But yeah, thanks again, Itzy, for coming in. You rock. Hi, Ultrajonic. How are you? I was just about to go use the bathroom, and while I'm doing that, Sergeant Taco can explain the program. If he's there. Are you there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. No, the mic decided. Okay. So, pretty much what we've been doing over the course of these 3 days is trying to run through Dark Souls 1 as quickly as each person's capable. So we got Lucy, Blood Moon, Sekatai, Galleon, Taport, and Tron himself. On the right-hand side, we have the runners who have completed the game thus far. It just happened to work out that way. So Blood Moon is playing through Dark Souls 2, and they're about, let's say, 80% through the game. They're just finishing off some of the last bosses, and then they'll end up pushing into Dark Souls 3, it looks like.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
It's nuts. Then below Blood is Galleon and Tron, who's on a pause screen right now. They're both racing through Bloodborne, with the extra time that they've been, let's say, allotted since beating Dark Souls 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the top left, we have Lucy, who just finished her Extreme Vendetta against Artorias, and that was a huge excitement point.
Yes.
So she's currently making her way through the DLC to take on Manus, Calamite, and then finish off the game killing Gwyn.
Mm-hmm.
Next
and,
is... you go. Yeah.
They will be going through the fight of Gwyn with the Calamity Ring on and a parry-only victory that has been the challenge and gauntlet throw down for all of us veteran players here. And it's going to be really exciting. So once they get there, be sure to tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun and a really cool way to kill Gwyn.
And then sort of, let's say, the Dark Horse, or what's the expression? Something like that. Anyways, so we have Sekatai, the middle left. This is their first actual time through the game. They only played up till Sen's Fortress, and pretty much, well, actually just is at the end of the game right now. Gwyn, the one he's fighting right now, is the final boss. And so any moment now, whenever he takes him down, this will be his first ever time completing the game, which is extremely exciting to see.
And right after that, Elden Ring will be streaming through his channel. So definitely stay tuned for that as well. We are going to be going the entire time that we have allotted ourselves. So up to 9 p.m. tonight, Pacific Standard Time, midnight for those of you on the East Coast, and wherever you're from, times are varying, obviously. But we are making sure we're going through the whole time. And homeboy Tapor right there on the bottom left just beat the Bed of Chaos, one of the more gimmicky bosses, and definitely a hard wall for some. How are you feeling, Tapor?
Actually, it wasn't too bad. I think I got it in 5 tries.
Fantastic.
I'm
Very
pretty
nice.
proud, yeah.
definitely a gimmicky boss and one of the more head scratchers that makes life a little difficult for the casual gamer.
Yes, for sure.
So
It's
what-
very, very poopy.
So what's
Go
the
ahead.
next boss on your list, Apor?
I think I'm gonna start going through Duke's archives and head over to Seath.
Hell yeah!
Actually, you know what? I did get the Sunlight Maggot, so maybe Nito. You guys have any requests?
I mean,
Nito's pretty neato.
yeah, Nito
hit the
is
skelly
pretty
boy.
damn Nito.
All right, we'll do Nito.
Yeah, Nito is definitely a good one, and it's actually pretty fun to watch. If you guys haven't seen a Nito fight, Tapor would be the channel to go for.
And did you make sure to pick up the Sunlight Maggot, or did you leave it on the ground?
Nope, I got it. I killed it, and then here it is. Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
very
good.
funny, very funny. Ha ha. Everyone laughed. Hey, but hey, I did circle around back 13 hours later, and I got the stone armor. Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, amazing.
And look how far I made it without it.
Yep. No, it would be funny. You go through your inventory. You're like, yeah, it's right here. Wait a sec. Oh no, I teleported the fire link already.
We gotta go back.
Son of a bitch! Yeah, no, it has been a whirlwind of incredible moments, and
it's been so much fun. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not for nothing, you know, we have smashed 3 goals that we originally sent, each loftier than the last, and we've been making incredible progress to making our mark on Holiday Heroes. We've had Mike in here with interviews. We've had Sergeant Taco doing exhibitions of some of the coolest controllers I've ever seen.
Yes.
We've had a lot of good stuff going on, and not to understate or overstate, this has been an incredible journey, and we still got what is it?
Just under 8.5 hours left.
Yeah.
Yeah, half an hour from first stoppage.
Mhm.
And
Thereabouts.
at this exact moment, I have done the math. We have a meme goal as well, one that I like to remind everybody of, because I love you. I love you more than life itself, and best way to say that is I love you 3,000. If everybody donated $50
Wow.
right now, everybody that's in the chat, anyone that can hear my voice, if we all just hit $50, we would hit that goal.
That's
And,
the most reasonable amount yet calculated on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you know what, hey
You are not
Galleon.
obligated. Yeah.
Since we're going through the trouble of doing the math for funsies, what's the math on getting? Let's just do 250 for the remainder. How much would that be
let's
for
see.
everybody? Because that would be fabulously low.
Let's see. We got 21 people in here right now. We need. Are we talking about this goal or 2,500?
No, 2,000. So just count
2,000.
count 250 divided by current chat.
Alrighty. So we go bam, bam, bam. I'm doing the math in the only way I know how, because
Make sure you carry the 2.
Yeah, I failed math when I was young. There's a long story there that I won't get into at this exact moment, but let's see. So go ahead and equal that out. We are $1,248. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Wait, what are you talking about?
That's the wrong one.
It's
That's
just
the wrong one.
It's
That's
just
the wrong one.
It's
I
$1,000
apologize.
each,
That's the wrong
coming.
one.
no, it's 250
wrong one.
divided by 23 current chat when I saw it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing $10.50 about. If everybody gave
Yeah,
that much,
about
we would
that,
hit 2,000, bam, just like that.
Yeah, absolutely. $11.80 is what we're looking at.
Okay, there we go.
To be submitted.
And as Mike the director has said, any donation, big or small, has a huge impact regardless of its size. So
Yeah.
even if you only have, let's say, $5 or $10 or something, it will definitely go to a good cause and help out children in hospitals.
Yeah,
Yes,
the help
and,
for these kids starts at $8 apparently in terms of cost. So so that we got a lot of
Do not
$8 in
feel
the heap right now.
obligated, and please do not break your bank. I cannot stress this enough.
Oh, absolutely.
Do what you can. If you can't do anything at all, the fact that you're here at all is more than enough.
Yeah, that's definitely something. and we appreciate all y'all. And Itzy, once again, thank you so much for the raid and bringing in your people. I'm sure you had what were you playing, Kingdom Hearts? I missed the shout out, but I did see your Kingdom Hearts remark, and I know we got some big fans of the Kingdom Hearts series around these parts. Captain Sekatai especially. So if you don't know Captain Sekatai, I encourage a follow, because he's a big Kingdom Hearts fan, and I think y'all would vibe. Who was that? Booty Snoot? The snoot of the boot?
$15.
15 buckaroos.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. That's the spirit. Sold. See?
what I'm talking
We
about.
got it down to a nice number. A nice numby.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much, Boop Snoot. You rock, pal. And Boop Snoot 251 here, I shouted him out just a moment ago. Spitzy with a 10 buckaroos. You and Spitzy, you donated yesterday as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Spitzy.
Another
We
shout out for
appreciate
Itsy
it.
Spitzy.
$10.
Make sure nobody misses out on Itsy Spitzy's amazing content. She tends to play JRPGs and stuff, but she plays the Japanese version and like does translation, localization live in front of you.
That's cool.
And
That
and
is
that's
so
some
cool.
that's some super dope content. That's a content unprecedented, I found. And there's very few people who dare to attempt it. And not only does Itsy bother with the attempt, but she handily executes it, and I salute her for it. More
Very
cultural enrichment. What was that, Blood Moon?
I said very impressive.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
rad. It's super rad.
All you guys bringing all this amazing talent up in here. It's amazing.
I mean, like, you guys are just the people I stumbled upon in my Twitch travels, and I'm like, holy shit, there's a squad sitting right here. I just have to like say, hey guys, we're a squad, and then off and running. You know?
Yeah.
And it's definitely
for
a
group.
squad I'm
Found
proud
one.
to be a part of.
I'm glad you're here, Blood Moon. Blood Moon's one of our newest people, a fresh streamer on the Twitch scene. I highly recommend
Oh, I didn't know that.
the follow over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, dude,
That's good for you. Have you followed him yet?
I started like 2 months before I came on here.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
10 followers when I walked through these doors.
Yeah. Blood Moon here is working on that affiliate status. So anything we can do
Oh,
to
okay, alright.
to accelerate that for our pal
Thank you.
Blood Moon,
Thank you,
that
Floral
would be
Kid,
great.
for $10. to
Holy
Holiday
smokes,
Heroes.
$10 from
sir.
the Floral
Appreciate
Kid.
you.
Ooh, very nice. And of course,
Love to
just
see
like
it.
every dollar donated here, every follow on my channel is greatly appreciated.
Hell yeah, absolutely. You guys are the sweetest bunch of viewers we could hope for. Thank you for watching our show.
Not for nothing, but I know that we're having a lot of fun around here, but it's really all because of you guys. You deserve all the praise. You are the heroes of this entire endeavor.
You are
you're
the
ones that are
holiday
making this
heroes.
possible.
Yes, there would be no stream without anybody to watch it.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, there was just Mama Peach with me for about a year, but that ain't nobody,
Hey.
is it?
Hey, that's where big things start. Can't have a tree unless you plant it first.
Hey,
Damn
the
right.
wise words,
Very
wise words, Blood Moon. Thank you.
Water that shit diligently.
I'm gonna cry right
Exactly.
now.
Write more of that down for my D&D character. Thank you.
I'm a wealth of quotes like that. You ever want something? Just get me into a philosophical discussion. I'll start
Dropping them
spitting.
left and right.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you know, it's good to be able
I'll
to
start spitting like
distill
Socrates.
big, complicated thoughts
Yeah, for sure.
in a way that's easily digestible for everybody who might
sure.
be within earshot.
And if you want a good quote, you can look at a quote relating to how bamboo grows. So it's a 5-year process, but it takes.
Wow,
you only
Commander
see-
Jupe
you
with the
don't see
50
anything for
bucks.
the first 4.5 years.
Wow.
Yo, Commander
Yo!
Jupe
Yo,
with the $50.
Indeedly do. That's
Fucking rules. What does that get us up
837.37.
Taking the meme amount to heart.
837.
1837.37.
I love
Very
you, 3000.
nice.
Holy
From
smokes,
you,
gang.
3000 update anytime soon.
It's about to be.
I'll tell you, if it does happen, I'm gonna be crying. I mean, I'm gonna
I
be
told
crying
you
at the
already,
end
I'm gonna crap.
regardless,
I don't know,
I'm
man.
gonna crap.
If we keep going at this rate, we might need to upgrade it to I love you 4000.
Oh my
Oh, man. Oh, stop
god.
it.
See, that's the
Stop
first.
it.
That's the first time that karma's been invoked. I'm scared.
Oh, I'm invoking it. I got faith.
Blood Moon the
Oh,
Brash.
man.
Well, let's. That's the spirit. Is all I gotta say.
Oh, what a title. Blood Moon the Brash. Let's go down. You know what? I'm making an NPC in my campaign, starting when I restart it. Any particular race and class that you're interested in, Blood?
I either got to go with the classic fighter or the wizard. Those are my two go-tos normally.
Hot.
Sounds like a
Emphasis
gift
on
to
hot
me.
Because Fireball. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
actually, no.
No,
Wizards
I
don't
actually-
get Fireball.
I actually usually play a necromancer, but yeah.
Yeah, Wizards don't get Fireball because they're filthy casuals. That
Oh, they
aren't
don't get
able to
fireball in
Yeah,
5?
they
No,
do.
they don't get in. They do not have it innately. They have to find it in a scroll.
Never had a wizard that didn't have it. I mean, I've only played like one.
It's
talking
not on
other
their spell
people.
list.
It's not on the
Really?
wizard spell list.
Yeah,
I need to
it's
go
not
look.
on their
I need to
spell
go
list.
look.
Oh,
Give
we
me a
need
second.
con-
I'm
that's
opening
a-
up D&D Beyond right now.
That's
I'm
an
like-
extraordinary claim. We're gonna
Check
need
the
some
rulebook.
extraordinary proof.
I'm like 80% sure they do not get it naturally.
80%. That's not super
No,
high.
no, the backing.
I like. Hey,
scoring,
that's the old
says
1 in
it's
5,
top.
Galley. I like those odds.
my my conviction of it upon being challenged is making me think differently.
Maybe I'm wrong.
80% sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I could be wrong. I know that sorcerers get it.
You're
and
really
No,
warlocks
they
wrong.
get it.
totally have it.
No. All right. Yeah.
I'm
about to
Yeah,
say, I'm
Sorcerer,
fairly certain
wizard. Oh, sorcerer and wizard are the main classes that have it, and then certain
I-
subclasses of other classes get it.
I stand corrected.
About to say, I'm fairly certain that it's just an arcane spell, which means wizards get it.
But
I
I
did-
know that there was
I
a
didn't see the
problem-
D&D
I know
forums
where
melt
that
at one
came
point.
from, though. And I'm not calling you wrong.
I can understand how something like that happened. You might have been
Oh, yeah,
scanning the
I-
spell list and missed it. We're so astonished by the fact that you thought you missed that you thought you didn't see it, and then
No,
went ahead with the conclusion.
Revoke his
I-
DM card.
I remember there being a controversy about that from earlier versions, and
Mm.
it might have been in earlier versions where that was a thing.
I can't keep
'Cause
track
I
of
remember
D&D
there was a
rules
problem.
controversies.
It might have been. I'm only super familiar with 5e. Like I played
Yeah.
3.5. I hated it. Though I like
Yeah.
Pathfinder. So
Like, I've
whatever.
heard about D&D my whole life.
So
before,
whatever. I don't like
before
3.5, but I like
5e became a thing
3.5.
and simplifies
It's
things,
really weird.
so-
I don't know why I hated 3.5. I love Pathfinder. It might have been the game I had in 3.5. Might have been
Yeah,
a problem with the
Yeah,
system,
that's usually what it's usually the table, not the system, when it comes down to it.
It's the same
Yeah.
table though.
Really?
So
Oh.
I don't know.
Well,
I
then,
don't know.
then normally one doesn't get to test so directly against that thing. So I shut my mouth.
Yeah, like I said, I know where that idea came from. I'm pretty sure it's a controversy from earlier versions.
Well, that's all right. Well, here,
Maybe
this
fourth
this
edition
is a
wizards
great
didn't get it?
example.
I don't know.
This is a great
I
example
know,
of being wrong and being okay with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
I mean-
know.
You gotta dig your heels
3.5
in more.
wizards had it, so.
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, ultimately, from regardless though, it's I don't know all of it. I still have to sit there with like all of the books in front of me. in
Oh,
order to
yeah,
make sure that I'm DMing. And
I
taking-
call
yeah,
myself a
it-
DM with no shame or hesitation, and you know, I got my shit tabbed to hell, and
Yeah, absolutely.
and
Oh, yeah.
and I run pre-made modules like nice. I'm not gonna diminish
Oh,
my
yeah, I
DMness
don't-
on account of those two facts.
Yeah, for sure.
For
Yeah,
sure,
I
you're a
don't-
master DM, Galley. I've actually had the pleasure of playing at your virtual table, so to speak, along with
I really
Mirage
appreciate
and a
the
few
praise,
others,
and
and it was a blast. And I just really
feel
couldn't
like it would
fit
be
it
a
into
lot
my
of fun, yeah, just-
lifestyle the way I wanted to, and couldn't
Idea
dedicate
for
the
Psi Hope
time.
3?
What, a D&D game?
if you
Blood
if
Moon.
you guys want me to run
That would be
a
so
shot,
cool.
Okay, here's the thing.
Why
No,
will
you know what? I
they-
like that as a thing. That would be probably a really good way to get another event in the year.
Yeah.
As opposed to turning this into the D&D sesh. This is something definitely we should discuss this in more detail on PSI Hope charity biz channel. If somebody
Let
can
me
hit
go
the
on
Disco
record.
link, that would be great
Yes.
because everybody's
Yes, please
invited
put
to
it-
join the
put it in
discussion.
Discord link.
Literally anybody. If you want to come in and you think you have something to bring it. That's how this works.
So I will go
Thank
on
you, Boop.
record right now. If there is buzz for that, I will create a homebrew one shot. That could become a mini series of a few sessions.
Yeah,
and,
design them as
I
one
think-
shots that could be chained up if with
Yeah, I would say I think the
cohesion.
biggest problem would be you'd have too many people. You'd have to break it up.
Yeah. I mean, I can run the same story with like 3 different groups and get a completely different result. So, if that's what you guys would want,
Let's
I'm
talk about
willing
it
to
in the Disco. You
Yeah.
you make that expression clear in the Charity Biz channel right now. That way, it's not lost to the winds in the million
Yes.
other good ideas we will no doubt come up with the remaining 8 hours.
I will do it right this second.
There we go.
And just
That's-
remember, wizards aren't allowed to ever learn Fireball.
That's true.
Nope,
At Galley's table,
yeah,
there
rules.
is no wizard fireball.
Custom rules.
No wizard fireball. You have to get it in the scroll. And,
Alright,
if you have a
so
problem with
we,
that, heck you. No,
Alright, so we playing Dragon Totem Barbarian then.
All
no,
right.
for real, bring it. All things are welcome. I won't pigeonhole you.
That's a great idea.
Um,
Thank you for that, Blood Moon. That sounds like something we can maybe make an extra event out
Yeah.
of. Well, if not, maybe even New Year's. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Oh, of course, not a problem at all. I'm always down to find a new table to play at.
That's the spirit. That's me. Like I need, if I'm gonna play D&D, I need to fit it into my life in parallel with something else, because otherwise I won't get to play.
Yeah. Oh, finding time to play is a nightmare.
That's true. Schedules are hard.
Well, yeah, radical. Quick vibe check in the chat. If anybody is hanging out and wants to say yo, say yo and let us know how you
Yo.
enjoy the show, or otherwise, you could be quiet too. No reason to put
Okay,
yourself out there if you don't want.
I hope Charity Biz, the gauntlet has been thrown down. I don't have the ability to pin, unfortunately, but somebody could pin that for us as a possible idea for.
Oh yeah,
another time.
Mirage could do that.
Yeah.
Welcome.
But
We can
ultimately-
like make a document that's kind of like a great idea stuff.
Yeah.
Points of brainstorming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I do feel like I owe you a little bit of an apology, Negatron, as well. I've been thinking for quite a long time that the pacing of my particular world, since I do not drive the narrative, it is up to my players. It's a lot slower than a lot of D&D games that I have been a part of. And we are a heavy roleplay area.
Oh no,
and,
that's cool. Like I'm
Oh,
down with
perfect.
that. It just turned out like I wouldn't have even had time for straight up Gygax D&D if when it
Right.
come down to it, I was happy spending my time farting around towns, joking around in character and all that stuff. I
Yeah.
enjoyed being Everdread, and I'm definitely going to bring him back.
Yes, please. As a matter of fact, I do have some things I need to talk to you about off stream for where he has ended up.
Oh, okay, cool. I'd like an update on where he be in his in canon.
Yeah, he's very much alive, and well, I'll talk to you about it because there is some prying ears that might overhear some
okay.
secrets
Yeah.
I've got.
No worries.
Spoilers.
No worries. Oh, I
my-
didn't
my-
grab the
my-
thing.
Where did I just die? I forgot. It was down here somewhere, right?
Uh-oh.
We are.
And we have felled the Giant Lord.
Oh, nice.
Woohoo!
Look at that guy. He's all. Oh, those are. I thought he had like Wookiee legs. I was like, what the?
Oh no, that's just his pants.
Yeah. That's just his pants. We are. What is that? 8. Wait, I can't do math.
You got
So
it.
17 minutes away from first mandatory stoppage.
Do I have enough time to beat Nishandra?
Will Taport meet Nito by stoppage? Vote now.
I mean, you make a
Might
point
just have
prediction
enough
in
time
your
to
in your
beat
channel. That's
Nishandra.
fun.
I mean, you are right outside the boss door at this exact
I am.
moment.
I'm just trying to find my souls that I lost trying to get down to that bonfire.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I hate lower tomb.
You're very, very close, so I definitely see it happening. So I'm actually going to pivot around, and I'm going to go run down to the Witches of Hemswick, because that area is a little bit easier, and hopefully I'll be able to get some souls out
It's a
of
good
this.
grind. You'll come out of it. A good run of Hemwick nets you about 15k, 13 to 15k, depending on how thorough
And
you are.
I know for damn sure I don't have the damage to take out Amelia at the moment.
No, I've avoided Amelia so far.
Ow! Ow! That was my whole HP bar just gone.
Oh yeah, the flame tosser guy. I hate that dude.
Yeah.
He almost always melts me a little bit. Like I always catch a little bit of fire from him. But this is the run I didn't.
Yeah, I walked up to him because I'm like, oh, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. And he's like, I have a flamethrower.
I actually really like that guy's implementation because by that point you've already killed maybe a dozen of those guys, and by then you'll have realized gun parries is the way to go, right?
Yeah.
And then you get that guy and he just turns around and opens up with a flamethrower, and you're like, oh no, I can't parry that.
If only I could parry fire.
I know my abilities are not there.
Are you saying that you are not skilled enough to dodge every particle of fire and phase through it?
No, sadly I am not.
No.
I am good at many things. Base tanking is one, dodging is not.
We found a weakness, boys. We found a weakness.
This is why elite knight armor is my go-to.
I mean, yeah. The elite knight armor is just so fucking iconic too. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah,
so
it also
good.
just looks so spicy. Like look at this guy.
Yeah.
Look at how spicy this man looks.
Oh, that's right. I forgot why. I'm like, why didn't I get the Shining Sword Hunter badge? That's because I went down to the Church Workshop first, or the Hunter's Workshop first.
And not for nothing, two of my favorite NPCs, one from Dark Souls 1 being Oscar, the man who saves your life and unfortunately goes hollow. He was wearing the Elite Knight armor, and
Radiant,
then
not shining.
my beautiful wife, Henri, in Dark Souls 3.
Yes.
Which unfortunately things get a little dark in that spot, but it is Dark Souls, so
It's not Happy Souls.
Dark Souls.
yeah, we're not supposed to be having fun here, right?
It's called Dark Souls for a reason, but I didn't think it would get that dark.
Yeah, it's pretty jacked up if you're looking for a specific.
Oh man, the thing that makes me the saddest in a Souls game probably is Gascoigne's granddaughter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Or yeah, or Gascoigne's daughter rather.
I went into that quest line blind, and I came out the other end like, what?
Like, oh my God.
Like that?
It's not just his granddaughter; it's both.
Yeah, it's both daughters.
All of them.
It's both daughters, and it's isn't it actually daughters,
The
right?
whole
It's Henrik
family
that's the
goes.
grandpa. Yeah, Henrik too. Yeah, all the Gascoigne related story is just the saddest
One
shit.
after the other.
Yeah. Like, wow, this never gets better, and in fact, it gets worse every time I interact with it. I'm just gonna kind of move. I'm not even gonna talk to that window anymore.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Gonna kill Gascoigne. I'm gonna find that brooch. And I'm gonna go, hey, there's a blood gem in there, and then punch it.
And yeah, just squeeze it really hard until I get the blood gem out, and then just pretend it didn't happen.
Right.
That's where I'm at.
Exactly what I did this time.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
You don't put yourself through the Gascoigne's daughter quest line. Not except like the time you did it accidentally, and the other time to like just see it through. And after that, nah.
Never touch it again.
No more of that,
After
please.
this- No, I just do it for the music box because Beast Coin is way easier because Molotov.
Oh yeah,
that is
that's right.
fair.
If you wait to do music box when he's beast mode, I never even bother with the thing.
I just use it to get him to beast mode.
Oh,
first
you put him
because
to beast
I'm-
mode first.
Yeah, I spam it till he's beast mode, so he's weak to fire, and I just am better at fighting beasts than I am at fighting
Oh.
hunters.
I like.
I mean, that's fair. Same, actually.
The Gascoigne fight's so thorough because you get one-handed versus gun human combat, two-handed human combat, and then beast combat.
Beast combat.
All of it.
Yeah. All in one big.
Such a
big
masterful
lump.
boss fight, and then in a big arena full of shit that you're gonna get stuck on dodge rolling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What am I
How?
doing here? Oh yeah.
How and ow.
I need 16 and 12 for
right,
Ludwig's. Oh, I've overshot that.
How much time we got till
11
break?
minutes.
11 minutes till stoppage.
Son of a-
Ooh, I'm gonna beat Dark Souls 2 before the break.
All
Hey,
right.
Alan, we can extend it a little longer than 11 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm good. I'm actually
Okay,
gonna
okay.
take an early
12
break
and
now.
16.
I'm gonna get. Never mind. I'm gonna get chopped off a cliff.
Oh no!
That was hot trash. I got sniped right as I was putting on a blood vial.
Hey, what's
guys,
the?
quick question.
Oh, go for it.
Yes, Tal.
Lucy is asking, does she need to give the girl in the arena Artorias' soul?
No.
No.
It is not mandatory.
Shit, I ate Artorias' soul.
Yeah, that's how you get the gold
No,
tracer.
That's
If,
metal.
if you
Yeah.
want a bonus thing, you eat it in front of her.
I went full Shang Tsung on all the boss
wouldn't-
souls.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
You
you
said
can get
it's a
it.
gold bracer if you give it to her?
Oh,
Gold
tracer.
tracer.
It's a curved sword.
Tracer,
dagger type
tracer. I mean, I don't think it'll
it's a
yield
bleed
anything
dagger.
useful to Lucy. It would be more useful for its soul value, probably.
Yeah.
Now, eating it in front of her will give you a nice secret boss that you want to fight.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man, we should have
really?
did that, man. That we
I'll
should.
have to do that when I get there. I'll definitely do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
She's hard.
If you
Oh,
eat it in front of her,
maybe
she
I
gets
won't.
very angry, and she is not easy to
She's
kill.
like, hey, what are you doing?
Hey, I was about to ask you if I could have that thing that you.
I'm
fought
sorry, I
me
already
for.
ate it.
Hey,
You want some?
I was gonna eat that.
Oh, lordy,
Yeah,
lordy,
it's
lordy.
in lore that's actually I think it's Artorias' girlfriend or like,
Disciple,
aunt.
if anything, right?
Yeah,
I know she's one of the 4 Knights of Gwyn.
Yeah.
Yes,
So you do actually meet all 4 if you have the
Yes.
DLC. So there you go.
yes you do. Which hilariously, you only meet one of them if you don't do the DLC, which is Ornstein.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Smo is not.
Smo doesn't
he
count.
actually failed.
Yes.
No,
he-
No, it's because he
he's the
eats bones.
executioner.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
eats
he's a-
too many humans.
He wasn't allowed
he's
in the
a-
squad because he's a cannibal.
Oh yeah.
One,
They were like-
one more question. The
Mhm.
dragon, Lucy needs to answer yes
Yeah.
to
Yes.
all his questions? right?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, thank you.
We're about to get the Calamite one-shot cutscene up on Lucy's screen. I highly recommend everybody go check out Lucy's content full screen for the entire spectacle.
Absolutely.
Also, Taport's getting to Nito.
Yeah, I'm about to start him right
You
now.
got an attempt or
yeah,
two,
good luck, buddy.
probably. What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Now I forgot. Oh right.
I am
Hey Taco, do you know, or does
Blood Moon
anybody?
is
That's a
currently
big
moving
bow.
towards the end of the game.
Oh,
I
good.
am fighting the last boss right now.
What a fabulous end to the first segment of the last day. Great job, everyone. And we got Sekatai on Gwyn. I mean, it doesn't get much more hype. Galleon, we got to get hype in our channel. Like, what are we doing?
I mean,
I'm going to at least run in circles.
I'm away and letting
Taport
the
down.
Hollowing. Letting the
God,
Halloween.
Alien, your character. Oh god.
I'm very mad.
No, I was gonna ask Taco or anybody who knows what's the blood tinge minimum for Evelyn.
It's like 18. Wait.
Yeah.
The pistol?
Right.
Yeah. I think it's around 18.
I think it's
And
high.
that's Dark Souls 2.
Hey, what's up,
Hey!
Blood Moon?
Yeah,
3 cheers for Blood Moon in chat and an individual
Oh, just-
shouty. Why not?
So yeah, it's 11 dex, 8 blood tinge, and let's go Blood Moon.
18.
Actually, Taco, I had a
Okay.
question. Yesterday
Thank you, Taco.
on the first break, what were you doing? Like, how were you playing Dark Souls? Like, with all those, like, clips on your like fingers. What were you doing? Like, how was that being controlled?
Oh, so the second break.
Thank you so much,
Oh,
Boops.
was it second? Okay.
Yeah. So that's how all my controllers start, where it's essentially a test bed. So I have a bunch of wires and stuff, and I'm recording how often all the buttons are pressed. So depending on the game, I can adjust things to be like, oh hey, Dark Souls you generally use walking all the time, dodging and attacking, versus let's say a fighting game where you use various combos. And the point is to try and put buttons closer to each other where you'll use them more often.
Right.
Rather than, so like Dark Souls on a keyboard, they have buttons just everywhere.
Yes.
So it doesn't work at all. But if a person only has one hand, they can't be reaching all over.
Right.
So trying to put the more used buttons closer to each other and so on.
Okay, gotcha.
That's
gotcha.
good stuff,
Makes
Taco.
sense.
And yeah, during the break, we're gonna have Sergeant Taco showcase some more of his controller research trickery and or just magic. Frankly, I don't want to make it sound sneaky, but
Homie's just a wizard.
yeah, and it's quite nice to have him in the squad to be able to provide that.
No, you know I'm a wizard because I don't have Fireball.
All right. Okay.
Oh man, between the depths of Dog Questionnaire and the Fireball fiasco, there's been some stuff happening this stream.
I'm actually looking it up right now where I learned the controversy and it permanently etched itself into my mind. So give me a moment.
Yeah, you know what, man? You just butterfly affected from another universe or whatever.
It turns out it's the spell Beach Ball that you can't get because someone really wanted to have a beach day type D&D campaign.
It just does 1d4 damage plus a massive ping sound that affects the characters within earshot with hilarity.
Okay, so got a couple.
I think I just actually made a joke spell description.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It's going in the homebrew.
All right, beach ball. Ping. It also works for dodgeball,
Oh yeah.
depending on your flavor.
Yeah, and there's Blood Moon taking his seat on yet another throne in the game. Although he walked away from his first one, so he likes this one a little.
That's true. He took the long walk away from the first one to get all the way over to this one that he really liked.
Yeah, this chair is in a big bowl, so it has better temperature control.
There we
so I like this
go.
one better.
I mean, if you have the wherewithal to be choosy, have a refined taste. Why not? But yes, big congratulations to Blood Moon. High level play. Highly recommend the follow. One of the newest members here of our PSI Hope group, and fabulous participant. Thank you, Blood Moon.
Not a problem at all. My pleasure, in fact.
Awesome.
I actually think that might be roughly the same amount of play time as the Dark Souls 1 all bosses playthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one was all bosses in the base game too.
Oops, all bosses. If we can get the word out to the rest of the channels, that stoppage is in 3 minutes, so we can invite them to go ahead and stopping point it and maybe drop in here so we can say hi right before ensuring everybody gets their needed rest period.
Okay, so I must redact on record my previous statement of believing that there was a version that didn't have Fireball for Wizards. That has been a thing since first edition. So I have no idea where I got that information and why it's been permanently etched into my brain.
I'm telling you, it's the Mandela effect. You come from
exactly.
your
It's gotta
universe
be.
3 seconds ahead of us. The one you came from 3 seconds ago, in your perspective, had no Fireball for Wizard in 5th E.
I have no idea where that came from. I remember.
Yeah, that
I
part.
remember vividly where I saw this controversy. It was on Facebook, and somebody was complaining that Wizards didn't get Fireball in a previous version, and that's been a thing since first edition.
Wait. What if that was Mark Zuckerberg's entire reason for making Facebook?
Damn
Just
it!
For
I mean,
this
it could've
moment.
been.
Damn it! The
could've
long
been.
con.
Chile.
The
Fun
long
fact.
con specifically at
Mark
Galley.
Zuckerberg's
I
original.
swear I'm being gaslit by the internet.
Hello?
All right, well, hold on. I think we got Captain Sekatai has joined us. Looks like he's going to make his last run at Gwyn before mandatory stoppage.
Yes, sir.
Let's watch.
You rang a bell?
Hi, Lucy. We're getting a stopping point here. Looks like Sekatai's going to have time for one last run at Gwyn.
Nice, that's fine.
And
I managed to get kind of meets like arrow in him, and then I'm gonna go and get my.
Yeah, that
How
was
do I
awesome.
get to?
Yeah, it's hard.
How do I get to the other one? Is it that one down in the city still? Down like in the sewer city?
Oh,
So-
to Manus?
Yeah.
Or no?
I got really lucky with that.
Yeah, you just like kind of keep going past the arena where you fought Artorias, and eventually the road leads to Manus.
Yep.
All
And
roads lead to Manus.
If you find a guy with a giant stick sticking out of him and a ball and chain,
Yeah,
you're going the right way.
The Bloodborne Chalice dungeon enemy that somehow found its way to DS1.
Basically further in where I got my crest key, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, for beyond that.
Bad Gwyn.
When you
Oh,
do
yeah,
a slash, press left trigger.
Ooh, exploiting the obstacle to get a heal in. Well done, Cap'n.
Oh,
Dang,
nice.
I did not realize that stunned so long.
Oh,
Crap.
oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Well, that's all right, Captain. That's all right. I mean, you will. I promise you, you will decode Gwyn, even without
Yes.
parrying. And
I do have a question.
go for it.
Is there something in this game specifically where when you lock on, if you're moving a certain direction, you can sometimes not move at your full speed, I guess?
Well,
'Cause,
it
like-
changes. Doesn't Dark Souls? It just like fixes your perspective, and when you dodge roll and stuff, it just swings the camera to accommodate. I don't think it really. Do you know Sergeant Taco?
No, but locking on does lock you into only rolling in 4 directions: forwards, left, right, and back.
Okay.
Ah, that's right. Oh, it's yeah. You can't sprint either while in
That's what it is.
in lock on, right?
Unless you're
Well,
going
unless you're
forward.
sprinting
Yeah.
straight
Oh,
forward.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
The
that.
reason I was asking is because sometimes, I don't know if y'all know this, but sometimes when I was fighting him, I'm like trying to like move around.
Mm-hmm.
him.
That honestly, I hate to say it, but it could be your controller was stick wearing out a little bit and wanting you to be in the forward position. Where if you leave your controller alone, you'll be listing forward. It happened with all of my controllers to date, so the sticks can be.
I think we're
wearing
seeing.
out.
I mean, you can probably test if you're getting drift by kind of wiggling it around right now, but yeah. I mean, like there's a couple of situations where you can kind of outmaneuver Gwyn, like especially when he's winding up for his grab.
Yeah.
And you can also like try to learn to get crafty with locking on and locking off for maneuverability purposes. Sometimes unlocking and then rolling away a step or two, or in a direction that would have been difficult to roll into while in lock on, becomes viable.
Okay.
But you're doing all right. Eventually, you will start recognizing his tells a lot more cleanly, and you'll overcome them during a second segment today. I'm positive.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
gonna get
yes.
it before the next break.
Yeah, you got this.
All right. Well,
Oh, yeah, I believe
alright.
in you.
look at the credits
All right,
roll on
I'm-
Dark Souls 2, by the way, Captain. Blood Moon here.
Okay, Blood Moon.
Yeah.
Keep running, boys.
Showing us
Onward to the
all how
third
this
one.
game is meant to be
Said,
played.
I'm not running a Dark Souls 1 race. I'm running a Dark Souls race.
You're running a
Yes,
Dark
you
Souls
are.
1 versus Dark Souls race. He's going to start Dark Souls 3 next, so we'll see if he could do the 8-hour fun run.
Oh, I've not beaten Dark Souls 3 in 8 hours. I'm sorry, fellas.
Damn it, Blood Moon.
Before today.
Maybe
counting
if
on
I
it.
had another day, I could do it. But
If you don't, you forfeit your win.
Hey, well, I'll tell you what, Blood
Wow.
Moon. Ooh, Lucy
you know
with
what?
the challenge.
you know what?
He said,
You
you
know
know
what?
what? Challenge on.
I'll tell you what. If we get to the end of this segment, I will continue to stream until I beat Dark Souls 3.
Whoa, okay, and you know what? I'll keep the link alive and everything too for the duration of that. And if that's something you're down to do, I'll try to pop in every so often and try to drum extra donations up while you go about it.
Yes, sir. If I have not beaten Dark Souls 3 by the time we end this session today, I'll keep going until I do.
All right. Well,
Let's
then,
go,
special post PSI Hope 2 content featured by Blood Moon. Go give him that follow right now. That way you don't
You
miss
guys
out,
are already
and you can find him easy on your list and go enjoy some really, really excellent high-level Souls play on Dark Souls 3.
Amen. Amen.
All right. Well,
All right.
I'm gonna throw it over to
Breakdown.
Taco now. Unless Tapport had any final words before break.
Just having a ton of fun. Yeah.
That's the
It's
spirit. And there we go with the Taco Show.